Welcome to our Rolemaster actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duranarki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 131 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have decided to turn their attention back to Tarak Nev and the secrets it may hold. We rejoin our heroes in the middle of a very tense situation in the ruined tower on the shore of the Sea of Fire. Hello, I'm Chris, otherwise known as GM Chance. And as the words say on screen, welcome to our story. What story is that? I hear you say. Our tale is Ain't No Place for a Hero. Here are our heroes, all 8 of them in their glory. We are going to switch in a second or two over to an interview where one of the players of the characters up on screen provides a series of quizzes or questions of their party mates to see how well we know them. And I think the next person we're going to go to is going to be Graham introducing Before we do that, our usual sincere, warm thanks to all of our supporters, all of the people that subscribe, all the people that provide comments, and just general enthusiasm for our game online. It really is appreciated. Thanks very much. I would say to anybody else that maybe has come across this video for the first time and you're enjoying it, we'd love a like down below, or even better, a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Thanks very much. All right, before we go to Graham providing some questions about Neathanol, this is day 2 of our weekend extravaganza, where instead of playing online and instead of just staring at a screen, we get to meet in person. And here are all the players! Hooray! Day 2. It's Sunday, the 20th of October 2024, and we played yesterday for our first in-person session. Today is our second one. And we are revved up, excited, and ready to go. Yes! Yay! Oh, that was lame. Come on. Woo! Yeah, woo. Excellent. So, we are now going to cut to a pre-recording of Graham introducing Neathanol and, more importantly, quizzing his party mates to see how well they know that. Graham, the floor and microphone is all yours. Go for it.
Welcome back to day 2 of our questions about Neathanol. Let us begin. Question 1 of day 2 is, what is Neathanol's profession? And there's multi-choice. Is it A, night blade? Is it B, Entourage? Is it C, rogue? Is it D, magnet? Or is it E, assassin? No confirm. Anybody got an answer?
Yep.
So, Pete has it correctly.
Ret.
Alex does, but
No, I went rogue.
I don't even know what a magnet is.
Legend.
It's in the app.
Oh,
She's very clever.
Question 2.
magic agent.
Yeah.
What does Niafanor find it hard to do? Out of these options.
Oh.
Option A, compromise. Option B, express emotion. Option C, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Option D, resist her impulsive nature.
That is a great question.
So
Great
good.
question.
Any answer there? B, express emotion. Oh, we've got 3 winners.
Have we?
First point. He's out of the blocks.
Yeah, that was going to
Giles, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. I go, right. First time. Only took 7 questions. That's good. Thank you.
That's still not there.
Question 3. One of her goals is to avenge who? Not expecting necessarily the exact name. Okay, we go.
Oh,
It's not quite wide.
partner, family members. I don't twist it.
Yes, from Aiden. Pete, a lover. And
Oh, Aiden.
I think
Nice work. Yes, it's kind of obvious when you think about it.
Partner, half a point. Well, I mean, she.
Partner,
Dating
family,
a family
slash
member?
humans.
It's like friend.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like I get half a point.
Lover, brother.
Did you get
fair enough, fair enough.
Mother love.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Someone she knows.
There's some work there for me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
and who else got that one?
Actually,
Not me.
Wasn't
Not
she
me.
Hester?
Yes.
Her partner murdered in Jedi.
Is that your second or your
Before
first?
she got
I think it's my. I got a half and a.
I've already got one. You've snuck ahead of me.
Right. Next one. Which spell she cast recently that causes a ball of compressed air to explode in a 20-foot radius?
Oh, God.
Multi-choice. A. Airball. B. Cyclonic blast. C. Windstorm. D. Airburst. E. Tempestual surge. Airball, cyclonic blast, windstorm, airburst, tempestual surge. What have we got? Well, we've got 2 right answers. Pete and Giles with B. Cyclonic blast.
Nice work. Nice work. Cyclonic blast. What a great
They all
name.
sounded really.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm impressed with your creativity, Grant. I'm impressed.
Oh, some history research. Sounds
Final
Yeah, I
question.
wanted to.
good. Watch that film.
Which party mission did Niathal surprise herself by actively taking part in? So alien was it to her nature? Multi-choice. First, quest to slay the Tozer Beast. B. Undertaking a mission to Jewel Island. C. Creeping into a gargoyle ruin. D. Aerial assault on Seer's Tower. It's one of those that she found a little bit surreal. Question what she did. And the answer is B. Is ahead again.
Oh,
Hey,
What
you're
did
smashing
you
it, bro. C.
I
I put
did
B. I put
Creeping
B.
into a gargoyle ruin. Remember the priest who did that?
Oh, is that what that was?
I wrote down rescue victory. Damn, I should have gone for E. Stay with the original answer.
Not Dobby. I always call him Dobby.
Dobby.
Dormy.
And here in that round.
And there we go. Some excellent answers to some most amusing questions. Stabby Cuddle Club. No, Stabby. What was it, Graham? Stabby Cozy Cuddle Club? Something like that. Excellent. Great questions. Even better answers. Hope you enjoyed that. So here indeed are all the characters in their full glory, and they were named. And little bit by little bit, we'll introduce the remainder of those interview formats, getting to know you style clips into subsequent videos. But if you are interested in seeing all of the videos for all of the characters, it'll be at the end of this video. Marvelous. So as mentioned, today is day 2. Now is the time where we hand over the mic to our scribe, Pete, back to provide a quick summary of where things got up to in our last session. And our last session, of course, for us was a mere number of hours ago yesterday. Pete, go for it, please.
Thank you. So here we are in the middle of the swamp. The last session started with us on the banks of the river as our wonderful builder Tahoe was repairing this boat. And we sort of had one day of him doing repairs. We had another three days, I think it was. During that time, there were a few sort of incidents with flour, nasty flour, and crocodiles and foot mites and more undead. We came through relatively unscathed, so it was a bit of a relief. By the 4th day, the boat was fixed, and we were ready to. And I can't remember the name of our boat. Did we decide on it? Christen it? Rose, Moon, Swan, Red, Moss Lady? Yeah, something like that. Some combination of those words is what the boat's been christened as. And we started to head down the river on the boat. We're a lot safer there, so a lot less sort of incidents that occurred. We reached the Sea of Fire, which is the body of water in which the island of Terek Nevermore is situated. So large sea, odd. The temperature of the water is very hot. It smells like sulfur. So it's geothermal. And we sort of sailed around the coast a little bit. We were heading for the tower in which our guides sort of regularly keep safe on their guiding trips. On our way to the tower, however, we came across a location which we'd seen in our previous vision. So yeah, there's an image of looking out to the Sea of Fire. And then we came across this green stairway. There it is there, which many of the party had seen in these sort of god visions before. And we, in game terms, did a resistant roll, but basically saw how susceptible those members of the party were to sort of being entranced or entering into these visions. And Mithan resisted, but others to varying degrees sort of got drawn in. And we saw the sequence of visions and the narration and the sort of our path forward, really, as we'd seen them before, with two exceptions. One was that some people at the end saw a golden angelic being at the bottom of the stairs who was reaching out and trying to come into our world. And that's we've had a little bit of a presentiment of that before. We've got an understanding now that the gods, whether they're the good gods or the bad gods, and by gods we mean sort of the divine beings, whether they're angelic or monstrous, there are ones that are apparently for us and ones that are against us. They're trying to break through into our reality, it feels like to us. So, yeah, some people in the group had a vision of this guy trying to break through. So it's sort of disturbing. The second thing that happened also was a vision or a message that Silvioross received, that she was in the vision. And we don't know exactly who it was, and it was quite a broken message, that it wasn't clear words, but we figured it was probably from the goddess Hera, who has now got a religious connection to Silvioross, as it was one of the priestesses of Hera that did her a lot of healing on her. And the message was similar to the one that we had from Etienne before, that the gods are trying their best to help us. We heard that Arohir, we heard the king of the gods, had been helping by keeping the weather calm and with no rain, which has been a great help. And so sort of really sort of surreal that we've got the gods saying they're trying to help us. It's like, oh, nice to have a message, but really it's pretty mind-blowing. But the gods were trying to help us, but they sort of couldn't clearly. Obviously their connection to us is being interrupted, but they are still fearing the termination, which is this rite that the Tikos people want to enact, the Rite of Aza, and it will bring back the Waste from the Long Dark, this nasty guy from the Lords of Arcana days. The gods are fearing this. Okay, so a bit scary. But yeah, good. Well, interesting to have that reconfirmation, basically. And there might be more in that message. So hopefully we'll just share that to the channel. So and the party would continue to discuss what these things mean, I suppose, because there always could be hidden messages. We proceeded in our boat after sharing that sort of information and made it to the tower where the Nereti guides sort of habitually rest whilst guiding people to Tarak Nev. We docked our boat and walked along the shore and were sort of able to come up into the tower. There was sort of security there. It's a really well defended tower with a rope ladder to climb up to the second floor, and then further rooms and floors above that for storage and things. So well defensible in this sort of undead infested swamp. Once we made it up into the tower, we met, I think, 5 other Nereti guides. Three guides and another carpenter. And we were sort of welcomed. Etienne made a really great impression on them to sort of ease us into their good graces, we're hoping, by doing a really successful charm roll and putting everyone at their ease. Another person in that tower, though, was an injured, we are assuming, a Tikos person. She's dressed in black, like the Tikos people tend to be. So she had a badly broken leg and other injuries. And understandably, Tarquin, after us sort of setting the scene and seeing if we can all be friendly together, Tarquin was really keen to get information out of her because, as he said, former from the Tikos people. And so he wanted to go and interrogate her, ask her questions, get information about the party that's gone to Tarak Nev so we can know what to expect. There she was with her latchet crossbow aimed at us. So she was immediately hostile, which wasn't very pleasant for us, actually, to arrive and be having a crossbow pointed at us, actually. A little bit uncomfortable. But Etienne did a great job of trying to smooth things over. Neathanol did a good job of removing the crossbow bolt from the crossbow, and Tarquin actually confused this agent as he approached her and wanted to start asking her questions. She didn't give any answers. She was quite short of herself, and she broke through his confusion spell and wanted him to get away from her. He tripped and fell, most unfortunately, and and landed on her broken leg. And that's when the guides for the Tikos party, the ones that were in the tower, decided to intervene, and they're trying to get him to stop hurting her, basically, in a really polite way. And that's who we're up to.
Excellent, well narrated. Excellent, as always, Pete. Well narrated. One little thing to add in from the GM's perspective. As you got closer to the Sea of Fire, this inland body of water, you began to smell something, and it was quite. Actually, put the mic back in there. The smell of rotten eggs, smell of sulfur, and that's not kind of really an particularly accurate description of what you're seeing, at least all over, but it does exist in certain places. So there are certain places as you travel down this river and come into the Sea of Fire where there is clearly geothermal activity, where some of the area, occasionally the coastline might look a bit red like that or orange, and every now and then you do come across places where the water is boiling and you can hear it. If you listen, you can hear the occasional jet of steam, you can hear the sound of bubbling mud. Not exactly where you are now, but you've certainly encountered that as you've come down the coast. And, not all the water is boiling hot. There seem to be places where it is definitely very hot. But immediately where you've seen, not the case. Immediately where you are. But other than that, Pete, extremely well narrated. There you are. we're going to start where we left off the last session, which is up in this tower on that second floor where this confrontation has broken out. Tarquin has fallen on this woman. She's screamed in agony. She certainly doesn't appear to be doing anything aggressive anytime soon. She appears to be in a lot of pain. As a result, however, Tarquin is on the ground and has been kicked roundly by firstly this guy here, secondly this guy here, and this person here, the other guy that's off to the side. Hands are on sword hilts. It's getting quite tense. And we are going to go into rounds. That's where we're going to start the game. But before we do that, any qualifying questions, anything people want to know from yesterday's session, anything that's not clear? Opportunity, yes?
If in a round situation,
Yep.
you're not intending to act based on weaponry, but your speaking voice,
Yep.
how does that affect the order?
Yeah. Your presence stat. So yeah, that's a fair question. So based on your presence, how quickly you can kind of conjure up and command the room. So when I go into, and I'm about to in a second, when I call for initiative, tell me what that is. Tell me the adjustment between the normal initiative, which is based on quickness, versus the any changes I need to make to that quickness initiative, which is baked into my system to balance it up for presence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions, folks? Okay. If you're all sitting comfortably, if you've got some slices of pizza left over from yesterday's session, you've had a cup of tea, you're excited and interested to see what the hell's going to happen in this tower, let's start again. We are going straight into rounds. As promised, we're bringing up initiative. We just talked a second ago about changes to initiative. Greg, what change
I
for
will
who?
switch presence to Etienne, that's a plus 20 bonus.
Okay, so he has 11 normally,
Yeah.
so we change that by 9, and that gives him plus 20. Cool, done. Any other changes to initiative I should be aware of? Nope. We've rolled initiative. We are off. The ethanol is first to act. So if we head around the table, we can see, if we want to, head around the table, see where we got up to yesterday, just to refresh everybody's memories. This woman is injured with her back up against the wall. She is clearly, courtesy of Tarquin jumping on her leg, she is clear, wrong one. She is clearly.
It's me.
Oh, yeah.
On the ground.
Yep. She is clearly in no apparent condition to want to fight. She certainly doesn't look as though she's going to do anything aggressive this round. She's in agony. I believe that's Leif.
Yep.
That's your guide, Hashkets. That's Modo. One of Modo's, the guy that put the boot in, Mantar, I think his name was. I'll have to double check. One of the other guides, the two carpenters are at the back. We have a very oversized Victory.
She's feeling big and powerful.
Yes. We have Grey, the pony, protecting Keros. We have Demos over here. We have Nathan here. We have Etienne here. Etienne here. The Admiral here. That's it. Okay. So, the Admiral, what are you doing?
She will be preparing,
Okay.
but if there's an opportunity attack, it happens. But I can prepare otherwise.
Okay, cool. Next up is Etienne Gilfla.
Right, he would like to obviously try and stop everything.
Okay.
I'm assuming a leadership role would probably be the most effective in doing that. Or am I better charming?
I'd give you the choice of what do you think would work better in the situation. I don't think that people being told what to do in an aggressive situation would work so well.
I'll do a charm then.
Okay, give me a roll.
62.
Okay, plus
83.
83. Okay, there's a modification to that because it's a pretty tense situation. Going to give it a negative 30, so that's an extremely hard maneuver. Still successful.
So he just basically wants to say, friends, please, no fighting. Let us talk. Let's talk this out. No, we've had some rash words, we've had some rash actions, and I apologise on behalf of Tarquin for them. But let's stop and let's talk.
Okay.
Lake, please, could I ask you to drag Tarquin away from this? Let's talk this out. We're friends. We're not enemies here. Let's talk this out.
Done. Thank you. Wait, you are next to act.
Cool. He will say, suppose he's got to his back to the kickers, and he'll try and put himself between them and Tarquin.
Okay.
In a heavy character, so be it. He'll say really loudly, I'm getting him off her, and he'll say to Tarquin, you need to get off, mate, basically.
Okay.
And he'll try and lift or drag or pull him off.
Okay.
The woman. Yeah.
Does Tarquin resist that in any way? Or
Yeah, he wouldn't want to be touched.
Okay.
Okay.
So how would he show that?
So
he'd probably slap your hand away or something. I mean, he'd just make it clear.
So in that
you don't
case,
want to be
it's
No. If Tarquin's doing that, they will stop trying to pull him.
all right.
Because really, but he will stand in the way and hopefully not kick him away. He'll actually, sort of loom. You have to get off.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Done.
And he'll opportunity carry.
Which one are you? Is this you?
Well, I'm Gandalf. But he has got his back and
Shall
shell
not
there.
pass. Oh,
Well,
right, you're facing me.
Side,
Of course.
sort of, he can be side on, but front into you.
Grey Ruffland.
Grey's just with Keros, just keeping them, shielding them a bit from the chaos, and just watching, ready to act if he needs to, but he's mainly just concerned about nobody hurting them.
Okay. Actually, your guides, who has been quite reasonable and kind, a real flash of anger from him, and he hasn't touched Tarquin, but he just hisses into Veronica Tarquin, "Get up, you fool!" And it's really quite a departure from his previous demeanor, but he doesn't do anything other than just say that. Speaking of Tarquin,
So Tarquin, I guess, has listened to Etienne's leadership comments from last round, and this, he'd roll slightly to one side, and he bursts into tears. He's visibly distressed.
okay.
And if he's got enough action, he's only got 25%, he'd be curled up in a little ball, and he would remove the dagger from his belt in a way that he hopes nobody else will see. So he will roll this way, away from the lady.
Yep.
So he's kind of
Off the other side of it.
Yep, off the other side of her and hidden face to the wall, so he get kicked in the back, got no defence.
Well, that's her.
He'll
That's
go
her.
this.
She's the one with the
He'll
crossbow.
go this way then.
Okay. And what's he doing with the dagger?
So he'll essentially roll out of the way. He's obviously distressed. He bursts into tears, and he wants to have his hand near his dagger, so anyone comes near him, he's going to pull that thing out. So if they come and kick him again, his opportunity action will be to stab them.
Does he draw it or?
He would put his hand on his dagger, but
Okay.
he's like this, right? In a ball,
Yep.
upset, shaking and crying. His hand will be on his dagger, so you wouldn't necessarily see it, or very close to. You'd have to look pretty fucking hard.
Okay.
He
So
doesn't
in
want
that case,
anyone near him.
can you give me a trickery roll to see if he can kind of pull that off? And he's at negative
Duping.
25. Sorry.
He's duping them.
No, duping is lying. This is kind of sleight of hand.
Can Lake react to that? Because Lake didn't do much in his turn. Sort of waiting on Tarquin to do something. Can he react to that?
Let's see if Tarquin does this roll first.
76 plus 71.
76 plus 71. Yeah, I'd say even with a negative 25. Pretty badly bruised, by the way, Tarquin. And that bruise is going to take a while to go down. But that's a success. So you managed to roll one side, and you think that you keep your dagger pretty quietly hidden, your hand on your dagger. Like you see Tarquin roll to one side.
And he's falling. I mean, he's shaking and crying. And
you know nothing about a dagger?
Yeah, no. No. So Leif's objective is achieved. He's off the woman.
Yep.
So now he doesn't need to be pulling him off.
Yep.
He's going to turn,
Yep.
put himself squarely between the kickers and him.
Yep.
Hold his hand up and say, he's off.
Yep.
Stop.
Okay.
And he'll parry. If they come to attack, he will try and, he'll at least...
All right. Nathan.
She'll just... I don't know if she can't speak. Yeah. No, she's thinking about going and healing this guy.
What's Leif speaking in, by the way?
The Bronic.
What does he speak? How
5?
5.
Well, I'll give you a number, shall I?
Yes, please. I might ask for a communication roll, because I know that Etienne and Tarquin speak the Bronic extremely well.
Yeah, 5.
Right,
but he's using simple phrases. Stop,
yeah,
sorry,
yep.
enough.
You'll get a bonus to this, but let's.
You might garble his words.
You might.
Stop.
You'll
Kick me.
Communication roll. Yeah, so a skill ranking plus 6 of a language allows free communication. He's not great in Bronic. I mean, he's good, but not amazing. Give me a roll.
So it's a stressful situation.
Yes, that's right.
63.
63 plus he gets a bonus of plus 10 for every rank that he's got, so that's plus 50. And he also gets a bonus of his memory reasoning stat. Fine.
Memory is 8. Reasoning is 18, so 9.
So plus 9. Okay. You think your simple phrases, as you've said, you think you get the message across. Okay. Done. Next up is the woman concerned is just screaming. She's actually screaming in pain, and her leg is pretty badly broken. Next up, oddly enough, is Demos.
Demos is very drowsy.
Tired.
He doesn't really. I don't know if. No, he does speak for Ronnie, doesn't he? He knows what they're saying.
You tell me.
Yeah,
What
he's,
he did.
yeah, he's from Tribron.
Yeah, he speaks very well. He's a native. Yeah, I think he's just going to be watching and just holding on to Brittany and.
For the benefit of those that may not have seen the recording yet of your character questions, who's Brittany?
Brittany is Demos' spear. His
Favorite.
So her spear is called.
Brittany's spear.
Excellent. Thank you. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
All our American.
Lovely.
What do you mean?
So this guy here who was hanging back a little bit, Cholo. Cholo moves up to one side of Tarquin. He hasn't attacked, but he has put his hands on his falchion, and you can see him, Cholo, looking at Tarquin, but also looking at Modo, his leader. But he hasn't done anything yet. He's just watching Tarquin. Watching
one of the ones who's there.
Sorry?
Was he one of our guys, or was he already there? I know, not
By cast.
Cool. Next up is so Menta is the younger guy that also put the boot in. Tarquin has rolled off. Leif is there. He just kind of, you can see him cursing at Tarquin, but this guy here takes, and Leif's in between saying he's off. He takes a few steps back. He's kicked him once, and he's kind of cursed Tarquin, but he's moved off. Modo. So clearly the older guy, the leader of the group, and he was really angry when Tarquin did this. What's his reaction? Yeah, Etienne's words, late in between, Tarquin moving away, he just shakes his head and he says a very, very rude word at fuckwit
Does
at Tarquin and kind of backs off.
just out of interest,
Yep.
at the end of the round, obviously Yathals can understand their language, is like she hear anything.
Not speaking in Ureti at this stage, it's in Febronic.
Yeah.
Next up is Keros. Any action?
Can she hold action? She'll be looking to Lace for instruction.
Okay.
Well, communication. She is ready, like she's holding.
Okay.
But is ready to do whatever needs to be done.
She doesn't need to press, does she?
We're going to end the rounds, and we're going to end the rounds. Things simmer down. So Modo, he says fucker and scum in Tarquin's direction, and heads back over. He nods at Etienne, so he gives kudos and also catches Leif's eye. You don't know if it's a friendly look or otherwise, but he and Pashket head over here, and these two of his men come over to inspect the injured woman on the ground. We're not in rounds anymore, but let's start with Tarquin, particularly. What does Tarquin do in the next little bit?
So what he's going to do is try and pull himself together, which he'll probably do not brilliantly, but well enough to cast 3 spells. He wants to cast Pain Relief and Study twice.
Okay, so is he preparing for...
Well, he'll maximally prepare and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so a bit of time will take him...
Yeah, so the first one he'll do is prepare,
Okay.
cast Pain Relief, and then he'll prepare and cast Study and prepare maximally.
Okay. So if you're preparing, that's a 40-second interval.
3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, sure. So, okay. In the meantime, that's what he's doing mentally in terms of physically or how he's appearing to others.
Because he's seen everyone move away, so he'd move his hand slightly off his dagger. If someone's going to kick him again, he's going to stick his dagger in the That's just likely. He's trying to pull himself together. He's clearly really embarrassed, but also really distressed.
Cool.
If anyone comes near him, he's going to use rude words to ask them to leave.
Okay, very good. What about probably the most immediate person is Leif?
Leif would wait a moment until everyone's actually cleared off.
Yep.
He'll back up and he'll say to Tarquin, it's Leif here, and he'll want to come and comfort him. If he gets rude words, that's fine. Leif will just say, okay, he's going to crouch down next to him, just along the wall a bit, not be near him, but he'll just be there for him.
The strong vibe you're getting, Tarquin, is you should move the fuck away from this woman.
I'm away from it.
You're
All right.
less than 3 feet away from him.
Okay, so I'll probably move myself to more like here. I want to.
Yeah, all right.
Well, Leif will be between him and the woman,
Okay.
but as close as Leif can, as close as he lets Leif be, but Leif's just letting him know.
That's a big window.
Okay. Yep.
Well,
And
high
Leif
up.
crouched down.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Still want it to fall out.
No, it's not going to fall out. Okay, so Leif is kind of intervening. Your character, please, Graham.
Yeah, so I mean, Etienne's going to continue with his address and say, friends, I only apologise for the outbursts. There is an explanation. If you would allow me, I would wish to explain. But to underline, we wish you no harm. We're here as your friends. We know we're in your camp. That was unacceptable.
Pashket just puts up his hand, friend Etienne, and he's now back to his deferential kind of normal self. Just a bit of puff. Yeah.
Yathal is not going to do anything but keep preparing. She's going to be non-aggressive. Just she's not going to do anything with weapons.
Okay.
She still has the earbuds active, doesn't she? Sorry? She still has the earbuds active.
She's listening, yeah, but she's not really. She's really kind of not looking at us non-aggressive as she can. Just sort of stand.
Okay.
Around.
All right. Cool. Your characters.
Demos, I think, is going to join Mythban.
Okay.
Just to be close to someone that he trusts. And is that this one?
Nope.
This one.
Yeah.
Those are the two carpenters. It's kind of
Ah,
at the
okay.
back, just staring with open eyes, going.
Yeah,
what
he's
the hell
going
is
to be
on?
there with Mythban and just assess the situation, ready to act if he needs to, and
Okay.
ready to see what Mythban thinks.
Anything that either Mythan or Keros does.
Keros is going to stay fairly close to Grey, although she's keeping an eye on Lake for any sort of communication through the eyes.
So things.
Sorry, Mythan would. Once it's, maybe I'm jumping the gun. Once things are calmer,
Yeah.
in her estimation, she will go and offer healing through Peshket or through him. She speaks South Tongue to rank 5, not the Brummett, to the carpenter.
Oh,
So she would offer. She's assuming he's not going to be greatest. She's assuming she wants to go through his manager. and assumes that he'll probably have the same language that she can't communicate with. Tahoe probably can't communicate with that carpenter. So when things are calm, she will say, "I have a small amount of healing. I can see if I can help your."
Okay, cool.
That sort of
So we're going to play out a couple of things here. The first thing we're going to play out, or three things. First thing, people kind of calm down a bit. Pashket and Moto head over into the corner and are having a low conversation, and they're looking at Tarquin quite a lot. They tell, you can get the strong sense that they tell the two carpenters to hop it and to move over, and they duly do. They give them the kind of the eye to kind of walk off. And they're in the corner having a conversation. Tell me if anybody particularly acts with any of this. These two men, so Moto's two guys, squat down and just checking to see if they can do anything for this woman. That's probably about time for the first spell to be cast by Tarquin.
It's just a failure you're interested in, yeah?
Yep.
44.
44, that spell goes off. Bada boom. Others, I'm just making this up. Tell me if this isn't the case. Your two characters?
This is Modo and Pashket.
Correct.
So he will maintain a distance and just sort of look as he's kind of not wanting to act like a confrontation, but like he's trying to wait to address them.
Okay.
So, and he's sort of dutifully kind of waiting, not kind of staring at them, just sort of waiting.
Cool.
Not moving closer, doesn't want to hear what they're saying, doesn't want to act like he wants
Yeah,
to
yeah,
hear what he's
yep,
saying,
yep, yep.
and we'll just wait for them to finish. And then,
Okay. Cool. So respectfully waiting.
Respectfully waiting. When they finish, you like to say, can we talk to you?
Okay.
The Athanol will continue to prepare. I don't suppose she can.
She can't, unless she has some means of hearing what somebody says in quite low voices, almost whispers. Some
beyond beyond health and
some 40 foot away. No, she can't hear what's going on. Unless she's got a spell or some kind of means to do that. Okay.
Yep.
A bit more time passes, and your call whether you want to.
Etienne's clearly being polite and doing the right thing. She's not oblivious to social cues. And then they'll go and sort of wait in line with him and say, "I'm going to offer healing. That helps."
Okay.
So she'll take his cue.
Okay. Cool. Time rolls on a bit further. Second spell, Darkmoor's cast.
9. Oh, is it 90? Sorry, 90.
90. Definitely not a 1 or a 2. That spell goes off, whatever it is.
What was one you were doing? The pain relief one. Yeah. So just the other one had another.
So pain relief on.
Well, I can only cast these on me.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what spells you cast.
Oh, sorry.
study, and then payment.
Okay, cool. How much is he healing, please?
Well, he'll heal 1 hit per minute.
1 minute. Okay, cool.
That's cool.
Uh,
It's good still.
1 hit per minute or 1 hit per round?
1 hit per minute.
Per minute. Okay, cool.
I can do it at level 20, then it's 1 hit per round. So.
Okay.
I'm not level 20.
Okay. Very good. And then the last of your 3 spells, please.
7.
7. It's not a 1 or a 2, and you've prepared. The spell
It is got base spell.
does indeed go off.
So I'm concentrating, just makes a difference the way to go. So I have to concentrate the pain relief stuff.
Okay. Yep. Very good. So, Takman, you're doing that. Things have calmed down. The woman's breathing has slowed. She kind of shakes her head a bit, looks across the very short distance, probably maybe from here to the wall away is Tarquin, and she just spits absolute venom. She literally spits in Tarquin's direction and just says, "You are scum. You are nothing."
Spit back.
Okay.
Lake's in the middle. Definitely not spitting on that.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. Yeah, definitely wouldn't spit on Lake.
And she retrieves her crossbow.
So I think I would ask Etienne, what the hell's going on? I mean, we'd be crossing us there. She gets to fire at us, they attack us. What the hell's going on? And he'd be addressing Etienne. He's kind of taking this leadership role.
So Etienne would say to her here.
Yep.
So before anything else, unfortunate happens tonight.
Yeah.
Can you see?
So, Pashket and Modo up on screen say enough. It's Pashket's, no, it's Modo who's speaking. He's speaking in Thebronic. He knows a few words of Western, I think I mentioned yesterday. He's all right in Western, but he's definitely more comfortable in Thebronic. Definitely, Keros, you've got no idea what's going on. I don't think
Grey doesn't.
Grey doesn't have any idea what's going on. That's it, I think. Okay, so again, highly unlikely. But basically, the tone of what Moda says is basically this: enough. Enough. Points at Tarquin and points at the woman. Enough. We have an entire swamp out there full of things that want to kill us. They will come again tonight, as they have done. Just one thing the GM forgot to mention on his description of the tower yesterday. There were a number. Go back to the image of the tower. The base of the tower, and on the shore leading up to it, a number of bonfires still smouldering. And there are femurs and leg bones and skulls and all kinds of things in there. Enough, he says. We have an entire swamp out there of things that want to kill us. We have no cause to fight amongst ourselves. Hashket, you and your group are welcome here. Of course, they will sleep upstairs. Take your possessions and go upstairs. Rest, recuperate, and prepare for what is coming tonight. Go, now. It's dusk.
Etienne will graciously nod and say, there is an explanation for this. I'm glad to share the story when you're ready.
Thank you, friend. Ashket's just going, yep. Modo says, yes, thank you, friend. And you know, it was only about 6 or 7 minutes ago that Etienne made a very kind and generous speech, but some stuff's happened in between then. This guy here definitely isn't quite as easygoing as your guide, and he's not accepting any bullshit. Thank you, friend. Maybe later. Take your possessions and go upstairs.
If my friend needs to get down, so
It helps. My friend has some eating. So it's about a little bit.
Hashkets goes over and starts organising your belongings. All your stuff came up by ropes. They were pulled up a few minutes ago. I am keeping track of the fact that each minute that goes past, Tarquin is healing. And then Hashket turns to you all and says, Mistress, and kind of involuntarily recoils in horror when Keros kind of turns and looks at him.
Kenny.
Poor Keros. When you're ready, and encourages you all to pick up your possessions and head over to the makeshift wooden ladder that goes up to the second
I
story.
love that Nicole doesn't rate him Mistress. She's just
Does anybody do anything, say anything I should be aware of?
I think.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sure.
Yeah. I think Tarquin would say in
Sindarin. Yep.
To the leader guy, as he passes, I presume he doesn't know the language, he'd say something like, double standards lead to a moral void. So he'd say something in Sindarin to the leader of these troops. Right. He's not saying it to Eastman, he's saying it to the leader of these guys, to him. He'd say that double standards lead to a moral void.
In a language that you're assuming he doesn't speak?
He may speak it, but he assumes he doesn't.
So Moto turns. What did you say to me?
Oh,
I'd say it
God.
again, Sindarin.
And if actually ain't going to intervene, he won't.
He doesn't appear to understand, but just go upstairs.
And Etienne would be seen to be chastising Tarquin
Okay.
and saying, I understand your anger, Tarquin. I understand, but this is not acceptable. I'll explain. Let's have a talk this through. We're amongst friends here. Let's sort this out.
Okay, so from Tarquin's past, essentially Tarquin has learned to defer to him.
Okay.
So he's met him for a whole year. They got along really well. He's clearly a different ECN now. But his reflex is to defer, so I think he would follow, it would be difficult not to follow that reflex. He's right, he's angry enough to.
Okay. So, does anybody do anything that you're encouraged to get your stuff and go upstairs? Do people either do that or not, or do it something different?
No, but the only thing that Leif would want to say is just to double check with Hashket that he mentioned to Moto about the undead, the missile and throwing undead. He's concerned that was new. I mean, I suppose he would have got it understood. We would have debriefed it, we didn't play it, but with Silvi, and Hashket and Tahoe, had they heard about that magic throwing undead?
Absolutely not.
No. So that's Leif's concern.
Yep.
So Hashket, have you told him about that new undead that we encountered? Well,
Okay.
probably the white big claw beast as well. I don't know. But, that might impact our defences tonight.
Okay.
That's Leif's concern.
You collect your gear and you head upstairs. So you can see that's the level you're on now, and just above, Jim needs to check his own image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see up here there's a second story, just literally where the cursor is. And if you go, you head up. What's that, sorry?
That's such a good picture. I think this is your second best picture in a year and a half.
Excellent.
It really appeals. Yeah.
You clamber up this makeshift. Basically, someone's cut a hole in the floorboards, the mouldering old floorboards upstairs. They've got bits of log and they've crafted a ladder. It looks pretty old and decrepit. But you clamber up with relative ease. Perhaps not those with only one hand, Keros and Etienne. But you do make your way up. The space above is more Spartan than down below. There's more supplies and there's more bits and pieces down below. And Pashket just simply says to you, make yourselves comfortable, and I'll tell you what Moto has told me in a minute. Please put your gear down and please let's have a conversation. Yes, Giles.
Is there a door
Is there
or a way of blocking this hole?
is the door? No, it's open, unfortunately. You put your gear down and kind of assemble around around Pashket. Your guide leader. Pashket turns to you and says he's regained he's taken a chill pill and he's regained his normal calm demeanor and just simply says it sounds like my friend Modo and his team have had a particularly challenging time coming here. He has said to me that there were more of the twice living than they had ever experienced. And perhaps that is the reason that our trip down was frankly so easy. I don't know if you guys think it was easy or not, but according to he said, Modo has said it was very, very hard. So he is perhaps a little bit distraught or yes, saddened with what has happened. Can I suggest we rest, have something to eat? We are comparatively safe here. It is very hard for the twice living to clamber up here. Modo has said that actually the numbers that have come in the last day or so, first night they were here, there were a lot. Last night, the second night here, there were only very little. So maybe we have a relatively easy night. I don't know. But please rest, have something to eat. And can I please ask that he turns, and he's now very deferential and pleasant, but turns to Tarquin and he says this to all of you, but he turns it to Tarquin particularly and says, can we please have a pleasant and non-confrontational stay here? There is enough horror and unpleasantness outside the walls of this tower. I and Tahoe will wait 14 days. Yeah, it's up to you when you wish, what you wish to do, where you wish to go. But I'm assuming if you are going across the Sea of Fire, you should do so promptly. It all depends perhaps on, well, it depends on you and other factors, but and perhaps the weather and other things. But I am conscious that we don't have a lot of food. Today is the 19th, and our food supplies, by my count, at least on full rations, will be depleted on the 2nd, which is 2 weeks from today. Maybe you wish to have a conversation about what you wish to do amongst yourselves and your plans. But can I just ask that we have peace in this now? Just a second.
Yeah.
2 days ago, I meant to ask for a disease check. So I'm going to ask that of all of you now, or in a second, after you've asked your question.
Yeah, so Etienne concurs.
Yep.
And says, I like to understand that we spoke a little about why we're here. And you know why we're here. We're going off to stop a group who are trying to bring down the gods. I, as you know, I'm sent by my goddess, but several of us here are sent by their gods. And these gods are in alliance. As indeed is my goddess. bit uneven, and I understand that, but we are here to save the gods. The group who are trying to break all contact with the gods and actually do away with them, the lady downstairs is one of the member of that group. They're called the TTP. They come from Pelon, and that is why they're here. And moreover, the members of that organisation have killed Tarleton's loved ones. That's why he responded the way he did. I hope you can understand that. That these people responsible for the death of people he loves. He responded that way, as anyone would. However, you have my word that we will not cause any trouble here, but I just would like you to understand why it is how it is, and also the possible danger from that group that go on ahead of us. Not just to us personally, and not just to yourselves and your compatriots, your brethren, but also to everything that your society believes in. This is why we're here. I just wanted to make that understood so we're really clear.
Pashket says, thank you for sharing that information with us, or with me. We are bound as guides to look after our clients and take care of our clients. You are my clients. I've been paid to look after you. Modo has his clients. And I whatever their motives, whatever you say their motives are, friend eating, I think he means the sense you get is says friend eating. Whatever you say their motives are, that is ultimately between Modo and his clients.
I understand.
Thank you for that information.
I should have done this yesterday, Chris. So Tarpon has a local protocol skill.
Yeah.
Will this skill enable him? He wants to work out what the likelihood is. I've heard you, and if this is going on in his head, so nobody else knows what's going on. He wants to work out what the likely retribution is from a good effort to assassinate this person downstairs. So he can make a judgment about whether it's worth the risk.
Protocol skill, that's more about local protocol is more about how. Give me the role. That's more. It's a slightly different skill than what you're thinking of, but a master role.
37.
Cool. It's more about knowing how to operate in a particular society, and this would be quite a different society than what Tarquin knows. But sure. What's the skill, please?
37, and the skill is 64. No, I want to use someone's skill.
Yeah.
I want to use a barrier pit. Where I go, I want to make a pit.
No.
You don't know Tarquin. Yeah, sorry. Good try, but you don't know. At this moment, I'd like to backtrack 2 days prior and ask, please, for a disease check. Oh, right?
No, Nathan had been doing every night.
Probably you know that. I'm still asking for it. Absolutely. All right, 1. I'm still asking for a disease check. So can you please just 1 second? 1 second, please, just before you roll the dice. Can you please? What I need to know is all of your characters are at least 8 or 9th level, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no one here below 8th level.
No.
Does anybody have a negative roll to disease.
Mm-mm.
So,
No.
so everybody here has a disease, but either bonus or 0. Okay, cool. So the lowest you need to roll for an 8th level, and obviously it's even lower. You have a concern if you roll a 21 or lower.
Well, that's the starting point.
That's high
Can I
level.
just check, Chris? Any hit points on that lady with the old
You say
jumping
21.
around, Andy?
Sorry?
You say 21.
21.
I got 21.
I got 23.
Okay. So hold on. Everybody make a roll, and then we'll come back to it.
Oh no.
21. So,
And this is, by the way, open-ended up and down. So if you roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you roll down.
Do you want me to roll again? I rolled 3.
Oh, yes, I do.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, I do want you guys to roll.
46.
Okay, so hang on.
Hold fast.
Let's do Tarquin first. So Tarquin, what level are you, please? 8th level.
No, yeah, one.
8th level, and you rolled a 3 minus
It's not coming
48.
42.
Minus
my second roll.
42. And what's your disease check bonus?
Plus 24.
Plus 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
There, but not the.
Uh,
Maybe not better.
this is just going to take a second or two for me to do this.
Everyone get excited. I have calculated all of the numbers, so we might have an award presentation a bit later.
All on the table.
Yeah, the winner has some serious XP.
So you were 8th level, is that right? 8th. Okay, cool.
Stuff it all my way.
Okay. All right. Now, all of this absolutely categorically get the fact that its disease purification has been cast, and the fact that you're using currently double doses of your insect repellent, although realistically, how much have you got of your own left?
Lots.
I don't know.
I'm going quite a lot of it. We're going around, I think. Has anyone got the
Pete, can you just tell me what disease purification does, please?
Sure.
Anyone got the XP sheet, Alex?
It says stops infection and or spread of disease in one target after acquired the disease, thus no further damage will occur in uninfected areas of the body.
And what's the time period for that?
Permanent.
No.
Oh, sorry. What do you mean? So she would be casting it each night,
Yes.
and so it's a one physical spell she casts on everyone.
How long's the duration?
Of what?
Well, there must be some kind of duration to the spell.
Duration is P. So it is once someone's got a disease, kills the disease.
It's a great spell.
Stops infection and or spread of disease in one target after they've acquired the disease. Thus no further damage will occur in the uninfected areas of the body. Area of effect one target, duration P for permanent. Range touch, H, neutral.
So it's one of these narrow use, but awesome.
Let me think.
Yeah, there might be more to it, I think.
But if you think about it, right, you've got to be someone you might get a disease, but you also need to be able to stop, prepare, touch them, cast a spell, right? So I can think of lots of circumstances where you might get disease.
Read that one more time.
Disease purification stops infection and or spread of disease in one target after they have acquired the disease. Thus, no further damage will occur in unaffected areas of the body. And the limitations on that is one disease. If you've caught multiple, this only works on one of them. But then perhaps the following night, she'd catch a second one.
But if you caught the disease and you had it all day, you would still be affected by it for that day, but it wouldn't spread.
Correct. And once it's been cast on you, you no longer have that disease, but you still have it for one day.
Correct.
It's not foolproof, you can still damage can be done.
Yeah.
Drop in the Rolemaster. Imagine that. Yeah.
So, Tarquin, definitely for you, over the course of the 17th, which was 2 days ago, you began feeling unwell, quite unwell. You started to get rashes and around your veins. They started to kind of swell and get quite unpleasant, and you started to get a fever. And for the remainder of that day, all of your actions were at -15. You see that cancels the disease as well?
It stops the infection.
As soon as Tarquin felt unwell, he'd be asking not to wait until the evening to have it cast, right?
Stops infection and or spread of disease.
Stops the infection. Yeah, okay. Nathan might have saved your life.
I was going to say, I want to take that to work.
Be out of job.
I don't care. I'd be happily out of a job. That's
So, Tarquin, you began to feel unwell, and Nathan has definitely helped you.
Wow.
Can I ask?
So that got, whatever that was, it got through 2 lots of insect repellent. Yeah.
Can I give thingy
yeah, cookie parcel, sure.
Yeah!
And then who else rolled a 3?
Life-saving
I rolled
disease
one.
chocolate.
I rolled 21.
Okay.
Chris, am I allowed to ask and just say no if I'm not? I mean, I'd just like to know kind of out of game as a player what he called. Because sometimes I know you do all this work in the background, and I'm curious to know how lucky he just got, right?
Pretty lucky. But is Keros going to be as lucky? So Keros, you roll a 1.
Yeah,
Can you roll
because
again,
I'm
please?
number 1.
Can you roll again, please? And roll down.
I'm your number 1.
Now, a big roll is bad, eh?
Big roll bad.
Big roll is bad now.
Roll
Because you roll a
Oh,
negative,
down.
and you're rolling down again.
Roll low.
84.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
And then what's Keros's
Disease
Yes.
or poison?
disease?
Plus 27.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big 27.
Big,
Very weighty.
big 27.
So Keros, again over the course of that day, you began to kind of itch and scratch, a bit like Tarquin did. And again, around your glands, they began to rise a bit. And you also got a fever, and you were for a period of time at -15. And just later in the day, the inflammation and the swelling in your glands got particularly in the armpits and in your groin, got particularly nasty, and some of those infections started becoming pus-filled and quite gross. And by the end of the day, you started off at -15, and then you're at -25 by the end of the day. However, again, that spell of Mithans, which is really irritating me, by all accounts, managed to remove it.
Chris, did you remember
Thank
adding the
you.
love modifier?
Yeah.
Love is the cure. I mean, that should have been a plus 50.
Right.
Just to even up the irritation,
Thank you.
Dalrian, we've got 10 doses of that each.
10 doses each.
And the description is repels any insect.
Sure, got it.
Smells foul, range 50 feet.
I've read it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep, got it. Well done.
Do you want me to roll?
Grey? What did Grey roll?
You rolled a 21.
A 21. And
Thank
here's
you,
what level?
Nathan.
Just
What level is he? 8. Cool. What bonus for disease does he have?
Plus 72.
Wow.
Base fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
Anybody else fail that disease check? Okay. Cool.
After that, I think my family would just say, in normal circumstances, if people, as soon as people start feeling unwell, they should come and see
Cool.
So I'm not in the middle of battles.
Are we alone?
So at this stage, yeah, Patchcat leaves you to your own devices and heads back downstairs, and you're presuming he's speaking to Moto. Your carpenter Tahoe seems to have found a kindred spirit with the carpenter from the other group, and has also left heads downstairs. So yes, indeed, you are alone on that top floor. GM's going to take a quick break, and I'll give an opportunity for you guys to have a chat.
How much time is passing game, Chris?
Yeah, sure. So I would say at least 20 minutes. So, plus,
22, so.
yeah. Remind me please to increase those bits when I come back.
So, now someone would like to share some information with you. Very hushed, low voices. So what she's discovered is that they have a really bad trick, the other group.
So this is probably hearing them.
As mentioned, the numbers of the twice lived like nothing I've ever seen before. They lost 6 people in the way. Mostly to twice lived, but also one to a snake and one to a bull cat. Some of them are moderately injured. They found a good quality bow colour. And 14 people left here and have gone on for the bits 2 days ago. 14, that's their number. So that's how many people I get. Importantly, when they were talking amongst themselves, Ashket said to Modo, basically defending Etienne, so he is a heathen, but he's a good heathen and I like him. He's no thief. He does not seek to ruin our ancestors. Crucially, there is no need for any accident to happen to him as friends should they come back and return them.
Oh, good.
So obviously these people are quite keen on people not coming here and ransacking the city and so forth. So that's something to bear in mind. So
It's a great job. Take people to the city and then exit.
So as it stands, we've got them on our side, so they will act as effective guides. However, if we pick anything up in the city, we'll keep it just bury it, or whatever we want to do. Would like to say that she's quite interested in what just happened. And she says that she understands what you want to do and how you want to do it. And she has her way to do exactly the same. But she sees all not doing it now. But it will happen. And if you need my help, I'll make it happen. I'll help you make it happen. But we can do it. Or because we need to do it. We have to think of getting back out of this place. What will happen? If she doesn't die before she will get back. I'll help with the job, I promise you. What do you want me to do? If you want to suffer, I'll make you suffer, no problem.
I think that's exactly the music Tarquin needs to calm him down.
Yeah.
It's, he's still pretty easy. He's sincere. He's there, but I think there are 14 people there.
Excellent. Actually, we'll have another. Yeah.
And I understand your passion, your anger, and it's all within me too. I've been tortured for weeks on this focus. I want these people to die of horrible deaths. Let's stick together and let's make sure they suffer in pain.
I can Tarquin say no fair man, we get all the way.
But I think to do anything now it may hurt our ability to kill the others.
I think in response to that, Tarquin would apologise to the group.
But I understand, and it's
Gray would understand because they are people that hear it.
Like to understand.
Like in the panels, both point out that they don't have any busted stuff after that week. The plan was to remove them. The quicker the better, you're no longer a threat. That's your philosophy. You just remove the threat. No, I mean, you're not safe because you make them suffer. If you take the time to make them suffer, there's always a chance they can get.
Well, if they suffer on the way, it'll be okay.
Well, fine, but well,
I hear what you're saying.
quickest is best.
Yeah,
That's
no,
your opinion.
That's
Suffering.
Well,
The outcome would like.
No, Macron wouldn't say that. Like, Mike doesn't want them to say.
If you're coming at night, we want to go.
Yeah.
So,
We need to know what's We've got our.
No, it's not about, it's not about.
Yeah, well, so, like, if we need to get clear instructions on where we should go, what we're going to say.
Absolutely, yeah.
And do we want to
stop at the island? You know, we get little islands called the Brown Island. Which island is Brown Island? Is it even on that island? Yes. Well, yeah. And also, that stairwell we got a vision of. Yeah. So we actually want to check that out.
Good idea.
I mean, it must be significant because we saw a vision of it.
The other thing you can ask them is, what am I doing getting a boat to go down there to extract now, or are we going to do?
Yeah, we'll ask definitely. What law we got on that? Like, we did get a little bit.
But it is a dam, like we can't just say, oh, now,
There's a dam, there's a dock on the other side.
It said something about options.
so we can dock our boat. Yeah. I think we can't take that boat, but we can, the nearest boat at the top, we can take it might be a lot, I mean, it's not on creek there, but if there's a lot, we can put the boat into low, take it up there, it's not uncommon. Well, you would see this one there, like boat, like close down one there, boat. I don't know, that's that one, but yes, I doubt. That's not a bad idea.
Anyway,
What do characters do?
so yeah, we've had that discussion.
We had a little discussion.
Alex missed some of the discussion, by the way, so may or may not want to follow her.
The economic shared her anger at UPP and actually in doing so calm Tucker down quite a lot. They seem to be on the same page. Good, steady, good, here, bad. Tucker buys it.
Cool.
And Nathaniel tells you in a very hushed voice that she's heard them talking and that we know that several of them were killed on the journey the party were trading. They lost 6 and 14 have gone on ahead.
Okay. And don't steal anything.
And obviously these people are guiding us on their city, they don't want to lose it. And by the sound of it, they're quite happy to sort of bump off people who seem to do that. At the moment, they seem to like it. But obviously, if it's not parade or anything, that we find, which should be fine.
I'll just smile at them.
Yeah. that should certainly put them at ease.
You're owning it. This is a massive positive reframe.
Just gonna smile at them.
It's fine. While they're regurgitating it.
Or hero.
Weakness and strength.
Coolio.
Okay. What do your characters do? Stark, when you've been casting the spell on concentration, well and truly 30 minutes have gone past. You're now back up at 4 hits. You are still very badly bruised. Could you give me, please, Stark, a healing roll to see how long that bruise is going to take to finally dissipate?
Oh, let me just roll.
15.
15, cool. And just a sec. And tell me, please, what your
I have a healing skill.
it's actually a medium injury. It's not a yeah, it was a pretty hefty kick that you got. What is this constitution, please?
Yeah, it's wild. 2 kicks.
Yeah.
Third of my life. Constitution is 88 or +9.
+9, thank you. +9, and you roll a 15.
Correct.
Okay. And That's a medium injury. Okay. And what flavor half elf are you please typing?
It's high, bro.
What's that? Hi, bro. Is there a number next to that? I think it's an A.
I don't know what that means. Sorry, but he's a half high.
Because you've got half, you can half different types of elves.
Yeah.
Half different types of
But I don't know what the number is.
Yeah. Cool.
So complex.
I thought high elf sounded cool, but as I'm discovering, the stats are real bad. With the Geralt being a wood elf. I mean, anyway.
The way self-discipline
This is character. Yeah, it's self-discipline.
Kill it times 1.
It's true, it's true. So is my character.
Yeah. Not at all.
I didn't kill anything last game, did I? I want to work out my last, 48 weeks of XP.
A bit of background about the lady who we have visions of facing the Alps, right? Arena Chonton. So we know rumours of supernatural abilities. Some say that she's got one blind eye. She's once a beautiful woman, stark white hair, sceptre of light, scars line one side of her face, and her blind right eye is an attempted assassination attempt. She has a nickname, Truth Eye Sufferer, or Man's Corruption. Hush rumours are about supernatural abilities. Some say her blind eye can see into the souls of persons concerning their true intentions. Her known skills, unparalleled leadership, manipulation, and deep understanding of the elements of the arcane. She is reputed to have an unusual way of extracting information from her captives with people fear. She's a master of mechanical devices, inventing those electric crossbows. She uses a longsword, which is an excellent shot with an electric crossbow. Not good over distance, but it's really good, deadly, close up. She has an uncanny ability to anticipate her enemy's moves, allowing her to be several steps ahead. So I don't know what that magic is, but she must be able to anticipate what we're going to do before we do it. So that's something I want to think about.
Well, we could all get drunk. We won't know.
She can seamlessly blend into any crowd, making it challenging to track her. Some say she did that to an artifact that allows rapid healing, so if we're going to get her, we need to get her fast. And if not, she should probably deal with that. Magical skills are powers of might, just dangerous. So that's the main lady who the church.
Sounds like she's got the thing that hang your head on her bar.
Yeah, maybe she may do that.
Seems like the future is pretty much
Okay. Some time passes. Tarquin, you're now fully healed. Your hits are healed. You'll have that negative 25 for some time. I'll tell you when it goes. Based on that healing roll that you make. You get something to eat. It's nice to have a roof over your head, even if it is kind of a bit mildewy and mouldy and grim. Any other preparations, anything you do that in the next hour or so before it goes fully dark?
Tarquin wants, check the windows for shocks, so he's got somewhere he can position himself.
Sure. Yep.
We'll definitely set up watches.
Yep.
I think, to be honest, my character will be looking out for this chap as well as anything else. So
Yep.
after 9, Athen's going to be out. I think Etienne will go the other half.
Okay, done.
And
I guess we need to find out what the people from below, if we're going to coordinate on the peaks, really. Or do we defend our top bit, or are we supposed to come down and help them defend below?
Sure. What do you do?
Well, they would call down and say, we are united. Are we to come down and defend from this? What does Modo want of us?
Modo explains to you and Pashket that Pashket and yourselves Anybody with missile fire can come down and join him. He's keen definitely for Tarquin to stay on the upper level. So just wait for Tarquin's handler to come back. Maybe.
Sorry, I wasn't.
That's all right. So Moto has requested that Tarquin remain on the top floor, but others, if they have missile weapons or spears or etc., they're welcome to come down. This tower has yet to be fully breached. There have been instances where the Twice Living have managed to come up to this level, and I described last time this kind of lattice work of pointed spikes that are jerry-rigged and stuck into the. We go to the. There we go. There's this lattice work of wooden stakes that we kind of manhandled and stuck, clearly using carpenter skills. Some of them look really, really old and rotting, but basically trying to have a deterrent from things coming up. Apparently, this lower level, the level that Moto, etc., are on, has been breached once or twice before, but never the top level. If you can assist with the defense of the tower, that would be appreciated. And you prepare. That evening, sure enough.
Sorry. Before we jump ahead, is it alright just to have a quick chat?
I thought you just did.
Sorry, yeah. I just thought it was a good opportunity just to talk about where we're going. Yes, please. So obviously we're now looking at the lands of Arranmore, which is the island on which Taraneth sits. If you have a look at here at this picture, this is an old map that we were given of.
I can put it up on the screen.
That's the one with the colour one.
That one.
So let me describe what we're seeing. This is what seeing where it is. So there at the top, to the north of the island, there are the triumvirate of peaks. Mount Cadrena stands sentinel, flanked by Mount Orso and Mount Cursor. There are semi-dominant volcanoes cast a veil over Arranmore. So that's right at the top of the island. To the east of the island is the Weir Forest, timeless woodland. To the west of the island, the bottom, the southwest, that was coloured in sort of grey, is the Elder Swan, a sunless expanse where life and death intermingle. I think we know what's going to happen there. And then the coastal regions, towering cliffs stand central around the island, guarding the Tradeway Canal's entrance, which is obviously that waterway to the south. The Nursey were never a great grass citizen. Other than the island of Arranmore, the home capital of Taraneth, most of their lands are swamped. Other nations generally consider them a combination of rather odd as well as being unremarkable. They were recognised, however, as having a particularly good library and their capital. Then there were a number of ancient valuable artifacts rumored to be hidden away in the rocks. On the whole, though, the Nursey didn't forge close ties with the nations of Lay and the Swampy Daughters. Their neighbours, blah blah blah. Lore from the time of Taraneth was inhabited may still exist among some of the descendants of refugees in the South Atlantic Sea. The map below is the best I have, dated from 1535, 200 years ago. So that's now there's on that map it shows the Tradeway Canal. So there's a dam that blocks the canal as it goes in. The channel between that little island at the bottom and the big island is called the mist stroke channel. Then there's a dam, and then there's a dock on the other side of the dam. So we might ask the guys how we can get through the dock down to the dock. From the dock there is the Ver Passage, which runs to the right and parallel with the canal, and crosses a bridge over the other side, and then rounds around to something called the Red Gate, which is where the last, which is the stretch of water within the Red Gate, Taraneth itself in the middle. So I guess it would be good to know, do we use the dock? What if we were to keep them going down the Tradeway Canal, for instance? Would that be a good or bad idea? Or is there obviously a reason for the dock?
are there any alternative routes that we could consider, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yep, both of them would be suited.
So I guess if there's an opportunity to talk with our guides about Tarotnet itself.
Sure. What are you planning on doing that?
Well, just as we were packing up, getting ready before darkness.
Okay. Yeah. What do you ask?
Well, I was just saying that we're interested in, how the best way to get to Tarotnet. And how obvious it is that we're approaching. We know that there's a dam at the head of the Tradeway Canal. Can you get through that dam to the dock, or can the boat not pass?
Who in particular are you? Really, you've got. Sorry, I'll answer that question for you. Moto is largely keeping to himself and encouraging you to. You can ask him if you wish, but it's mainly Pashket that is.
Yeah, if he has any knowledge of the city.
I mean, he says, look, as I explained, I've never been there, of course. None of my people have been there for 250 years, but speaking to the various treasure hunters, etc., that have come back over the years that my people have guided, the Tradeway Canal is choked and effectively a swamp, and is not really navigable, as we understand.
And is the dam passable?
So they say.
Okay. And do you know anything about the misstroke channel that precedes it in terms of best way to enter it or exit it?
I know that, well, I'm told by those that the few that have come back that Aaronmore itself is surrounded by cliffs. And this, our people talk of the smoking cliff, where volcanics activity and steam comes out, and certainly the mid-stroke channel and around Whistler's Island, they say he doesn't use the word geothermal, but he says the fires from below are very, very prominent. There is a small beach around where the dam is, a rocky beach of red rock, they say. That's about the only flat place to actually land any kind of boat. All the rest is cliff.
Right. And so do some people have been known to land boats on that beach rather than go into the dock?
Yes, they have to. There's no other way. You can't get to the dock.
Oh, you can't? Right, okay, so there's no way through the dam to the dock. Okay.
Correct.
And Whistler's Island, anything about that?
Not that I've ever heard of. People aren't generally bypass it.
And have any of the treasure hunters that you've met, have they ever found another route to Tarotnet itself other than following the Bear Passage through Red Gate?
Did hear talk one stage of someone who thought they might have a way through the Weir Forest, and they were planning on ignoring going up the Bear Passage. This was 80 years ago. They never heard from him again.
No idea on it. Fair enough. Any other questions, team?
The Weir Forest is covered in moss and slime and
You like moss?
Moss?
Swans with swans?
Swans, roses, and
Are they red?
moss is usually green. No. Did you just smile or smell it?
Nice, the gene code.
We had tales about mossy path. Does that mean anything to you?
Half, I'm not sure, but the Bear Passage is a roadway, and It's in the weird forest, no doubt it's covered in moss.
Oh, the main passageways, right, mossy. Okay. And have you, odd question, any kind of knowledge of any sort of statues or anything bearing a swan-like demeanour?
The shape and image of a large bird or
Like a bird or a, like a rose or something too? That was a strange question. So the other intel here from England is about.
Are we going to get an answer? Did you get an
I don't think that was.
Oh, sorry.
No, he was just rolling the dice just to make me feel better. Thanks, appreciate it. The rest of it's about Star's grave and Seacross and the Impaler lad. Not him. Near-Das. The Twilight, but we don't, hopefully don't
We
worry about him.
want to tell them we're off in the morning. Because we'll be off in the morning.
Yeah, so we're thinking of heading off in the morning, like he said.
Pancake?
Extra free. And yeah, we're thinking about just one question just about the stairwell that we passed on the way in. You know, the one we had the vision about. We pointed out to you from the time.
You were acting strangely as you went past some of the ruins.
Sorry?
You were acting strangely as you went past some of the ruins, yes.
Yeah, there was a sort of stairwell that was going up. What's that?
I don't know. We narrating guides don't go into the ruins if we can. We just go straight to the tower.
Is it possible to park a boat outside that?
If you wish, you can do what you wish tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, but is there a place to draw up a boat tied up? If we wanted to.
You would have seen, actually. And is there? Give me a roll. 35% chance there was someone somewhere within 10 minutes or so that you put up 35 or under and you did.
79?
79? No. There's nothing, no mouldering dots or anything immediately apparent. No.
And if we wanted to investigate that place, how would be the best way to get there?
Backtrack, I mean, it was probably half an hour away from where you started. Sorry, we're not even that, maybe 15 minutes away from where you are now.
Walking from here?
Pashket would advise taking the boat.
Do you want to ask for the sea serpent? Does it come out in the morning? Does it watch, people on swimming? So, they won't speak stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need to take the boat back there. We want to tie it up somewhere.
Oh, fly across.
Okay. And we have heard tales of sea serpents. What does one do when other than die horribly? Is there anything they don't like? Cold water, ice walls, what music, yeah.
Dancing.
Genital mutilation. Like, is there anything they don't like?
How you can not like Brittany is beyond my comprehension.
She's universal.
Oops, I did it again.
I've never seen one, of course, says Pashket. They don't come into the shallows near here. They're known by our people, so the legends say, as Calabron. They're defined as powerful scaled creatures. They move very, very quickly underwater. Our legends say that they have very, very muscular rear legs with entire webbed claws, which allows them to tread water easily. I've heard treasure hunters, a few that have come back, have said that they thrust their body up into the air, high above the waterline, and strike and tear and rip boats asunder. My suggestion, my strong advice, that should you see one, you pray to Ulgiana that your death is a quick and painless.
Thanks for the advice. And the boiling seas that we've heard tale, are they sort of, so it's hotter in some places and cooler in others?
Again, I've never been onto the Sea of Fire myself, but I am told that around on the island of my ancestors, around Arran, particularly in the south, is particularly strong, and particularly around places like the Smoking Cliff. But yes, there are places, and as you would have seen on yesterday's voyage to get to this tower, there were certain pockets where and you can see in here, and he points out the window, you can see there are places where there is more activity and more steam and more boiling mud than others.
And thank you for everything in terms of information and getting us here. We do have a limited skills in piloting a boat, but just to check that none of your group would want to come with us as far as the docks to sail the boat that far, but when we to make it worth their while. But does anybody want to pilot the boat? Open offer, but I understand if you don't want to.
I will not be coming with you, and I'll ask if you wish, but I don't think any of my kinsmen downstairs will want to go with you as well.
I understand. But listen, thank you for everything you've done. We don't know what's going to happen, and we hope to see you again, and we hope that we'll see you within 2 weeks and be able to travel back with you. If the other group that we know have left do come back, there's a good chance we might be coming behind them. But my advice is perhaps make yourself scarce if they do come back. They're a ruthless bunch, and if they know that you are our guides, I don't know what they'll do. It might be wise for you to make yourself scarce if you see them come back. It's not a threat. I'm sorry. I know how ruthless these people are. It's just a friendly warning. But with any luck, we'll see you back. We'll come back before then.
What do you mean you don't know what they'll do?
Well, they're very ruthless people, and we've known very many people who've been killed and tortured by this group. They're not worried about collateral damage. They're really ruthless people. I just it's a warning. I wouldn't want, just be careful. And if they're back before we're back, it might be wise to take yourselves off and not, it's just I hate to see you get caught up in something.
Thank you for your advice.
So they thought eating will be do to prove that we know them, because he wants to describe the English officer.
Yes, we believe that they're led by a lady with silver hair. She's got facial disfigurement. She has a way of seeing in people's minds, which is why, and so we hear predicting what people will do and how they will react. She's not someone you want to fall foul of that way. So just look after yourselves and look after Tahoe. Just take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
That's all we get on with us. Any other questions to ask before you prepare for the tonight?
Boat practice.
Sorry?
Boat practice.
Do we want to ask more about the city? What to speak of the city? Part of the territory city.
Any what of the city?
Information.
I
doubt they will.
Well, I think I kind of covered it, didn't I? Well, they didn't seem to know much of the city, but
Sorry?
I think I asked that, but I don't think they didn't
know
know
anything.
anything.
They weren't But nothing from me. Just the preparation of going downstairs and being available to eat.
Okay. Anything from anybody else I should be aware of?
I would like to go home. with her cat.
Just try it with the heels.
Click the. Got red shoes on.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Silver or red?
Red or silver.
Red, yeah.
Check how much is everyone else going downstairs?
Like to use the bow and the banking of the bow, but let's have to keep typing something.
I can see you go, you wouldn't mind a bit of time. I was like, if you guys all want to go downstairs, we can start to play that.
Like to go down.
Yeah.
All right.
Then wants to work go down.
Yeah, so Tarquin's on his own upstairs.
I want to leave you around. That feels fun.
Okay.
He'll pray.
All right. Any other than preparing for this evening and fighting this evening, if necessary, any other actions I should be aware of? Anything else that's going on? Okay. So you prepare, you ready weapons accordingly, and sure enough, quite a bit later into the evening, you do hear.
Oh, not again.
And then, but this time, the numbers are small. In total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is that all?
And from up in your tower, many feet up in the air, it is a relatively unpleasant but relatively easy thing for you each to do, to either shoot, and all of the other guides have composite bows who they seem, and they all seem relatively skilled in it. And relatively quickly and relatively easily, as these horrible things start climbing, you remember these things were able to climb the stone. It's a combination of either shooting them off, spearing them, blasting them with hellfire. And I wouldn't say an easy fight, but you definitely feel up in the tower a lot more secure and a lot safer than you have in a very long time. And after those 6 have dispatched and have fallen down and crunched down onto the rocks at the base of the tower, and they've been gone down, fires being built carefully, of course, because if you go down, you're always checking if more of these things are going to arrive. That's it for the night. And you actually pass the night relatively unmolested and relatively quiet. You even get, some of you get a reasonable night's sleep. And it's actually quite nice to have, even though you're staying in that decaying, mouldering, moss, fungus-filled tower, but it actually seems quite palatial after either sleeping in the boat or sleeping on the banks of the Alamein or in archways, etc. And you wake the next day. A bit of information in the Ethanol's channel, by the way. You wake the next day, and today, by your count, is the 20th, and I am going to ask for a disease check.
That full beat last night, but then we've done the thing.
Yep. And I'll ask for a disease check in a second. Just to confirm, today's weather is slightly different. It's the 20th today, by your count. It's drizzling. Not rain, but it's definitely drizzling, and it's very cloudy. There's a light breeze, so the wind is definitely felt on your face, the leaves rustle, and the breeze definitely moves the foliage around. There's definitely some breeze. As per previously, it's hot, it's sticky, it's pretty intense. 35 minimum, 42 maximum. It's sticky, and it's like you wake up and you've just got this like sweat stain right across. It's not nice. It's really not nice. Can I please ask for everybody to make that disease check roll again? I'm interested in any rolls less than 21.
Less than what, sorry?
21.
Oh, 66. Does that like cover the whole party?
72. Did you order?
I did. I got the vegan wrap.
Yeah.
That's 74. Mate.
If you were in
95.
If you are, I'll order something ahead, and if you're not,
I'm gonna get a couple.
33.
33. Was anybody?
Oh,
was anybody
yeah,
affected?
I wasn't free.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Have I got time to chat?
Sure. Yeah.
Team. Team to me, please. I know Susan's eyes. Eyes display. So, the animal some wakes really quite animated. You're kind of reminded a little bit of the response you got from Etienne, just with less poetry. She said she's slightly breathless, draws you to them and says, visions. And she said that she's been seeing the twisted rotting stare at the location that we over and over again in her head. Been playing on her mind. And in the depths, while she lay me, she felt soft, unsettling female whispers in my mind. The presence slowly crept through me, the shadows of my consciousness laced with gentler and sensibilities in her left. The words are hard to understand, as with the previous visions, muffled and difficult to hear. But this is what I could make out. So, dots in between these statements. You struggle, futile, but we are here. Something darker, faster. Even I cannot glimpse its end. It comes faster, so fast. The threads unravel, and my servants, they can barely touch the mortal realm. You were saved once, North Sea Road, but now I cannot. The road ahead, deadly, treachery, beware demons. Much pride, spiteful vengeance. Pronounced correctly, was the name of the thing.
Yeah.
Pronounced correctly, vital. So we remember how to say it?
No.
I think we did.
If you do characters move,
Every character's one.
Vital. A pause. I think what we'll do is we'll finish every night with practice of how to say the demon word.
make the disease healing and the demon
Yeah,
practice.
we'll do that every day. Yeah. Magic word practice. And there's a pause and a voice falters.
And the GM, by the way, is going to ask players, not characters, but players, to recount the name.
Oh. Okay. And then the players will ask the GM to say it back. Because
Is that a blade being stealthily drawn?
interesting.
Our power fades. Is that a blade being stealthily drawn? Oh, that's not something she says.
No,
That's something that she's seen.
here's.
Years. Our power fades. No longer can we act. With thought alone, this may be the end. Not just for you, but for all, for me. The termination. Gnaws, devours, everything. The tone sharpens cold, agile and brittle, resolve cleaving through. But you must not falter. You must triumph. All on it. All. Okay. Power on pressure. Would didn't really give us much other than to pronounce the demon name correctly. Well, remember we went to that place.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe's.
Yes.
Uncle Joe.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Oh,
He's the brother of Charlie Joe.
Everybody had fun.
Yeah, Chuck. One of them in business, the other one went into magic.
So, practice your demon names, everyone.
No, I wrote it down and underlined it.
Well, it's in the document Chris sent to us.
Right.
The
Vision.
yeah. It's written in their document.
Oh.
Things with you and things to watch and remember.
Yeah. So we don't actually have the correct pronunciation.
Why not?
Because I read it out.
Yeah, that's correct. We weren't given it. Chris didn't give us. Chris didn't read it.
Yeah.
He read it.
Which is fine, because I didn't know how to say it properly. It doesn't matter. We would have heard it properly.
Yeah.
So when it comes time to ask Chris how we have heard it, and then you say it.
And we'll practice it.
Yep.
Doing demon practicing. Come on, everyone. We'll do it in close harmony.
In close harmony.
But that's fine.
Yeah, barbershop style.
Okay, what do you do?
Get killed.
Well, I think we're going to check the stairwell, aren't
Yeah, we're gonna leave in the morning, aren't we? It's still.
we? If we get an instruction on the boat from the carpenter and whoever was sailing it previously, correct.
Holding to you.
Sorry, what?
If the guy who was sailing, the carpenter who was sailing the boat,
Mhm.
give us any tips before we set off,
Yes.
we gratefully listen to him.
Don't sink.
Well, we've been watching him move the tiller, so.
I know, because sail this. Right? This is a great create undo. Animate the delay.
Yeah. Look at evil cleric spell lists.
But this is what they're going to do to us, right? This is what they'll have.
Mentalism.
It'll be
Mentalism.
No, she'd leave it.
Why are you
No, I don't
smiling
think she
like
did
that?
that.
Oh, it's some
Happy
happy GM.
Just
The other thing that occurred to me is that 14 of them, and while I was there, I'd leave a couple behind. Have a look at.
Yeah.
It's
Which might be good for us. CC, pick them out, take them out.
So, who's sailing?
all of us.
I don't know, does anyone have a navigation skill? If we can, we want to navigate around.
There, I think we can see where we're going, but yeah.
So I did the GM did some checking, and the distances you have to travel, something like 10 or so miles or thereabouts. And checking our friend ChatGPT, you can't see Whistler's or Aaron Moore on that image, but you can see quite a long way away across this boiling ocean a dark smudge of what you're told by the guides is indeed Whistler's Island and then beyond at Aaron Moore.
So how about you sell it?
So to
2 miles.
get, this is what you were told by university guides, that you can see up on the screen. Yeah.
4.4, and then another couple.
And then 4.4 as well. So approximately 10 miles.
So that's a pretty good view of the
Yeah,
little island.
stairs first, aren't we?
Yeah.
But in terms of sailing the boat, the Amphenol can offer road mastery, and she can offer to summon a wind.
Cool.
Not a rough one. A wind that blows in whatever direction she
It's helpful because demon is helpful.
to say push us in the right direction, or steer us round things.
Yeah, Karis can do that too.
She can do that.
Cool wind.
What's it called?
Wind. Oh, weather mastery.
Just one.
I can call a breeze.
No,
I can still a breeze.
you can do what?
I can augment. I can still a breeze.
Do all that then.
I have geography. Is that helpful
Yeah.
as a skill? But not in real life, obviously.
So they've just got a skill of
If you want to test this on your glaciation kind of terminology, I'm not.
So they've got 15 rope mastery, a 33 sailing, a 28 rowing,
Oh wow.
and an 18 navigation.
Rowing.
So 27 directions.
Is that what we were doing yesterday?
We want that.
Can
I don't know what skills are useful.
hang on.
Oh yes, yeah, nice.
Oh,
Just a rope to no one.
Yeah.
Very short. And fast.
You're
She's
long,
a bit late navigate,
long forgotten.
Well, she's
Aw.
just been there.
She's been hanging out with Victory, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we'll have an amazing eyesight.
Yes.
Could
Yes.
she? Could she?
Yes, she could.
Round bubbles.
She could and she will. And she'll alert us.
Victory. Happy to hear that.
Cool.
Have a
think.
What about that mean?
So there was trying to figure out how to explain to Lingwen what we needed to do.
Cold water good, hot water bad.
But will she ever see cold and water?
Yeah.
All of it hot.
Probably.
So if she was to fly over, so from where our boat is, so she can plot that we're getting to that island. If she can plot a course between the hot bits, and she flies to there, once we're underneath her, she flies into the next cool bits, and then into the next cool bit, we just follow underneath her. If we want to do it that way, if we want to make it that complicated, or we just navigate, what do you think?
Yeah.
I think she can do. Right.
Yeah. And alert us to any sea snakes.
So her just in place over the next bit we need to sail under her, because that's where the path from out where we are to her is the first cold, a leg through cold water, and then she plots to.
So if you get a sea snake, lightning and shock bolts and things, probably it won't like.
From cool lightning.
Oh, nice.
She did great at the other control.
Sorry?
She did great at control.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Could you sleep? I mean, I think that's confusion. That literally says you're right now. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
One time. It's not going to take it.
On the person's going to go up these steps. Who's going to stand on the boat? Well, obviously, somebody can use the boat. And who's going to get off the boat?
Well, we should take a combination of vision and people and non-vision. Because we want people who have the visions to go in case they have access to information. And people who haven't had them to go, what the fuck are you doing? I can carry you back.
Yeah.
So Gray. Yeah. Definitely fine.
So he's a non-vision.
Yeah.
So he's got fly spells and stuff.
And beast nurseries.
And who else will go? The Antelope?
Yeah, we'll go. I mean, Etienne rather get off the boat. And he's got undeady things.
Okay. And if you could get a late okay. Yeah, late in the week and stay with the boat.
And he'll put the
Well,
armor on.
Carol's go.
Where it's
Is it more safe? I don't know if it's the boat
Well,
or
let's say from the boat.
it's broken. Until sea much to come.
no, but not into the shallows.
Yeah.
Paris has like a tiny iceberg that back on the chip a little off. You might have to make any sound about it. So,
Work on his tan.
I think most of us should go.
Oh, you think more?
Because other than here, the couple can manage the boat. I reckon most of us should go to the section.
I mean, I'm technically happy to go.
I think Tarkin should go, so you can't trust him.
No,
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Tarkin should go because he can have visions.
He hasn't
He and Gray are the only ones who sort of
I've got a
will
snack box
hopefully
for
be
you.
fast track between.
That's right.
Let's have some meat.
GM stack box.
The only thing is maybe with them should go because then I can stay.
So who's gonna
Snack box of bacon. Right, you ordered.
So who's gonna stay? Two people shouldn't be
Maybe
staying
it's
around.
not both stuff.
Right, let me stay around.
And I think that's she's got a model.
Yeah.
Happy to stay with
Although she's a healer.
although she can do this.
We get to the point we can't carry some of these into the extra boat. We're in deep.
Right, that should be here too.
Okay.
We can get deep. It's permanent state, this game.
Excellent.
Right,
let's get going.
Okay, so we can take either on except like.
But she supplies those like
Oh, we want one.
Is the boat got something?
Autopilot.
We must.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a boat with that thing, but it does the boat.
Wait for Silvioross and we got
Can anyone get close mechanism spells through me?
mentalist, well, no, you're a semi-scale user, it's expensive, you can get them, but it's at a higher cost. But the first user, your mental version is a one start, driving for those things. The semi for start, or base and open, it doesn't just say it can be good. Yeah, there's a good ones. There are some okay ones. How does this help? And just the only place where it gets into rubbish is here. And then there's the link part, and so.
What if we tie some of our ropes together?
That's a nice thing. Any reason? It was just meaning because the party's getting closer, it's like a symbolic thing.
Yeah,
Just
fine.
tie our rope.
If we flew with a rope for sure, we might be able to tie the rope to something. And stop the boat floating away.
Let's use it. We're both the anchor. Or assume that going down River Tahoe would have finished with their ankle. But night's time, sort of holding steady.
I'm going to say there's a 35% chance there's an anchor.
35 and under. Lucky I rolled a 64 then.
Nope, no anchor.
So how close do we need? I think it's a good point. If we meet within 50 feet, so it's not 50 foot superior rope.
Yeah.
Oh, we've only got 100 foot rope, so we can get within 200.
All right, guys, let's go.
Let's do it.
What happens, please?
Let's tie some rope together.
We all die. Oh, sorry.
We are going, so we're setting off on the
Setting
boat.
off to go to the steps
Okay.
initially. Give everyone a nice hug, our guides, and respectful bows and see if nobody.
Okay.
Nobody, that's the in front. And then heading off, and yeah, I would like to do some rope tying.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a rope mastery degree. Masters, and putting sort of rope together, tying one end to the boat, and in preparation, and who's driving?
Right. Well, it's the thing. Do we row the boat or sail the boat or both? What's the
Up to you.
Okay, so
Steps.
when we were getting from Jill Island to the ship, so yeah, I'd like to understand how both skills work. It seems to me like sailing is a sort of like a how ship doesn't steer it,
And how to adjust the sail.
and how just sort of it's
How to make the boat go with wind.
yeah, right. So sort of he could fail at that and could fuck it up and we could go weirdly, right? Seems to me like that a rowing skill, like on Jewel Island when we got you to the main ships, was combined effort of basically how far we get.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it sounds like we row,
Mm-hmm.
so we're not relying on on lakes, you know. So it's combined effort, and it's just sort of because we've got supposed to be much slower, but we've got better ability to correct misjudgment.
So the rowing would take a very long time. You would be much faster with the wind, but you could fuck up the sail. So the rowing is more of a safe and true. You could try a combination of both.
So we sail until he starts fucking up, and then we to correct. Like that's the plan. Yeah. So especially if we're being guided by winging with. Yeah, but that's right. To get to the thing, I think we row. It's only 15 minutes down the coast. It's minimal difference in time between sailing and rowing the road. That was a combined roll of some thing, wasn't it?
Yep. Okay.
So that's out.
Yeah.
And we'll just wait until we're all assembled and then we'll. Okay. So you head down from the tower. The weather today. Actually, no. We'll wait until we're. There we go. Oh. The weather today is. It's drizzling, as mentioned, so it's unusual. There's actually some. You've had one day of pouring rain a few days back, a couple of days ago. It is mostly a lot of clarity. There's a lot of fog as well. It does definitely impair your vision of where you're going.
Anti-fog spell.
I can blow the fog. Do you know when?
Have you got any spells as well?
Pardon?
Have you got any spells as well?
No, I had this story that just came out and I was not thinking, and now I'm on camera and on microphone.
Okay.
They're going to scare the fog
So,
Yeah.
let me just describe the thing for a second, and
Sorry.
then you guys can think about how you're going to
I've got it started.
deal with things. You come downstairs from the tower, and you bid Hashket, the guide who has guided you quite some time now, farewell. You farewell the others. They're still absolutely giving dirty looks towards Taku from Moto. The woman concerned is sitting up. She's looking, if anything, she's looking like quite a lot worse.
Yes.
Their carpenter, Slata, also isn't looking wonderful, but maybe a little bit better than yesterday. But she is looking extremely pale, extremely worn. She has, again, a loaded crossbow, and she watches you as you come downstairs, as she did last night. She watches you she doesn't fire it, but she has a loaded crossbow in her lap, and she is watching your every move. She doesn't say anything, but the way she stares at you and the look on her face is just pure, unadulterated loathing and rage. She wants nothing but the worst of you, no doubt about it.
Where is she standing?
What's that?
Where is she standing?
She's got a broken leg, so she's
Where is she the hobbling?
same place, exactly the same place as you left her yesterday.
Okay.
Propped up against the wall. She's looking awful, actually. Looking like the broken leg and the other injuries that she's got. She's not looking great at all.
Can I ask a question?
Moto, let me just finish the narration, please. Moto farewells you, and his offsiders, Nenta and Cholo, also nod. Moto makes a pointed effort of really just ignoring Tarquin. He doesn't say anything to Tarquin, but he's just not particularly interested in acknowledging Tarquin. Hashket is the last to see you go down from the tower as you slide down the rope. Your gear obviously is all lowered down. And Tarquin just says, good luck, friends. May the gods be with you. We will be here for 14 days. Myself and Tahoe will be here for 14 days. At the end of 14 days, we will make our way back up the river roads as best we can, back to Port Disillusion, and then from there, from the Navigator Stone, back to Landana. If we don't see you, may all be smile on you and your adventure. Good luck. Godspeed. What do you do?
Just as we're going out, that short sword that she had,
The
Yep.
magic one.
the magic one,
Which one?
the magic one,
There's the black woman.
Who?
the magic sword that the lady had.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, the one that glowed and sort of. That one.
It's slang and indeed, I believe.
Where is it?
She has it beside her, so she has the
I love it.
crossbow out, and it's not drawn, but sitting beside her is the short sword. Pretty much exactly as it was yesterday.
Perfect item for tokens this spell.
Nah. Total item. Huh? Total item.
Could I? Does it look like I can whip that away without her noticing?
Was that the gold tree side?
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tell me your plan.
Well, from where she is, would she notice it disappeared?
100%.
Then I 100% won't be whipping it away.
She's in here, she's got a crossbow in her hand, the sword is right there.
Okay, no, all good. Yeah, fine. Probably wasn't magic.
Shame.
And just checking, their carpenter looks a little bit better. Guide on them, not them off, but
Okay.
Yeah.
just saying. Not very good. Let's do it.
Tell me plan.
I'm excited for the fog.
Can you unfog?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt that. I just got really excited because this spell, I just always have this vision of chaos flying up and then like, and the fog. Do you know? Like, and when you just said fog, I was like, oh, there. I was just in the
Okay,
moment.
there is a
Sorry.
lot of
Sorry.
Do we need to get rid of the fog to find the stairs?
yeah.
Oh, it's that thick.
I think at the moment, it's early morning, very early morning.
Can you unfog?
Oh, I can do the unfogging.
Thanks.
Can you get the sword?
No.
The weather mage uses one of the weather spells.
I know, very rarely do I use it, and I have such good spells. I was looking at chilling solids and.
It just does help that we've got such good weather from the King of the Gods. Though.
Yeah,
And
very
it's
helpful.
nice that he, he's bringing it down a bit.
Struggling to get through bad frequencies.
Trying to get you back frequency. Come on, King of the Gods.
Yeah, I think he's on AM.
Okay, what happens to this?
Oh, I'm just trying to find my spell. I've got so many and I don't use them, so I don't know where they are. I think it's. I'm just excited. I think it's 10-foot radius per level. Per round, let me find it. Actually, that's really more helpful.
Might need a bit more than that.
Well, no, we know the duration.
No, but I can keep as we go. Oh, where is it? I just had it. Sorry. Continue. Let me find my spell. Oh my goodness. Oh, Alex, you have one job.
Come on, weather mage, this is your
I
gig.
know. Where's your stupid? Oh, unfog. Disperses fog in a 10R level. 10-foot radius per level. So I'm level 9.
So we're seeing 90 foot ahead of us.
Yes.
That's good, man.
So I need to, and then you need to.
How far ahead of us can we see at the moment?
We're about,
P.
maybe about 20 or 30.
So it'll get a slight
What does
improvement.
that mean?
Sorry? Yes.
Is that good?
Yeah, do it.
It is good, but it means it's a one-off thing.
So you'd have to go 9 minutes and you have to do it again.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's what I thought.
How long does
it doesn't hold.
How long does it last for?
P.
Once off.
Yeah.
Do it once, 90 minutes.
Oh, but it doesn't
Yeah,
fall
and then
with
do it
you.
again.
And then you cast it again.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Hang on. I've got
5,
How many power points have you got?
80,
80, 80.
81 actually.
Just go for it, man. Who cares?
Well,
Oh no.
there might be a better spell there.
Long
Keep
day.
looking up, because I wonder if there's a better spell. Because now, well,
The wind.
to answer your point, right?
Just get the wind.
The Athanol's got focus wind.
And what does that mean? You
How does
can,
that look like when she casts it? How does that look like?
You use your imagination. So many questions. He is the object, the target is buffeted by strong winds for as long as the character concentrates. This gives the target -20 modifier. So you can do it, you have to cast it on something though, that's in trouble.
I can do wind stuff.
That's not going to help, is it?
I mean,
It's an offense. That's offensive.
No, to get personal.
wind,
It's an offensive directed wind.
Well, I could cast it on the sail, though, couldn't I? It's not,
So let's
go.
cross winds.
Yeah.
I can swirl some winds. I can do a big air blast. I would overcast that though.
Don't do that.
Let's cross winds. Winds swirl rapidly around target location. Oh no, that's defensive, I guess. These winds make missile fire difficult. That's a defensive spell.
They're going to be useful for chemicals.
Wind break.
What about break wind?
Wind barrier.
Wind comma break.
Rain protection. Well, that's the only.
Come on, what's your...
Am I doing wind?
I don't know, we're waiting for you to find the spell.
I found the fog spell. Will I do that one?
Well, I mean, what says that seems quite laborious. Is there not a better one? Just literally blast some
What a
wind.
rubbish weather mage.
No one's saying that. I don't know. Have you got
holes rather than just you've got one or whatever.
Yeah,
You're
is there
doing
anything
it.
that follows
If
you?
you're only doing it every 100 feet, it's going to eat all your power points up for going anyway.
But at least 10 miles.
Yeah, that
Storm
makes-
wall, hail strike, dust storm, hailstorm, call lightning, air blast. Overcut. Wind break, resist cold, resist heat, rain protection, rain resistance, wind barrier. Oh, lots of barriers. Sleep. Oh, be nice. Weather mastery. Speed
What's
weather.
Weather mastery is for this.
Predict precipitation, so no. Speed weather.
Feed it. What do you feed it?
I feel.
Oh,
feel
Speed not to make glasses. Feel weather. Predict weather. Overcast to make clouds. Call the breeze.
what's that?
Causes a light, cool breeze that will disperse gaseous matter.
For how long?
Once cast direction of the breeze cannot be changed.
That's all right.
One, what's MI?
Mile.
Round R
Radius.
per level.
It's like 10 miles. 1 minute. No, not radius though.
Oh, area of effect. 1 MI
Mile.
R
Radius.
dash
Slash.
level.
It's 10 miles, it's huge.
That's
It's
right.
10 miles, that'll be all the way to the high, all the way to the mainland. It's genius.
Duration is 1 minute level.
There we go.
Yeah, right.
That's what I should do. That was hard.
But that's great because what we'll do is once we start using it, it might not clear all off immediately because of light breeze, but it'll start clearing it and it'll, as long as you keep using it for a while,
It's okay.
well, it's going to clear all of them, all of them,
That's right.
all the way to the island, right?
Number 5.
Oh, so you just read it immediately.
Yeah, just check.
Cool breeze, causes the light cool breeze that will disperse gaseous matter. It says it will disperse the gaseous matter. Once cast, the direction of the breeze cannot be changed. And it's cool breeze 1 mile, so that the area under area effect is 1 MI radius for 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, so 10 miles for 10 minutes.
Should I do it? Should I do it?
We're going to make sure we got the exact direction. Obviously,
Are we in the right direction?
Yeah, we'll ask our chat
Oh, yeah.
just to sort of pinpoint the right direction.
Well, you passed it the day before.
Yeah, just get confirmation this way, right?
You can follow the coast around, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, that way then.
Blow away.
I just, yeah.
So we're wanting to blow all the winds go be going east to
Towards
west.
well, we're going towards the stairs, right? So,
But the wind, she needs to decide the wind direction, and that's the direction the gaseous matter, the fog, will be blowing from. So we want to go
East
from east to
Away
west,
to blow away from us.
or do we want it to be going from south to north, so blowing it towards the island?
Well, we need
Away
to
from
blow away
the
from
island.
us, so
Well, it's going to be in a 10-mile radius, so it's always going to be away
if
from
we're
us.
heading in this direction, we want the wind to blow in this direction, don't we?
well, it's the wind in front of us, not the wind.
Well, but no, you're absolutely right. So if we get a wind from the south, we
It's
get a
gonna help
light, we
move
get a
the
light
fog.
breeze from the south. That helps us with our safety.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, job done.
You always cancel
You're
it.
going to wave your arms and prepare maximally and all that, aren't you?
I'm going to give you a song about fog. I'm so
Are you going to roll
excited.
0, 1, 2, 1 or 2? I don't know.
What is it
I
today?
don't know. Make the roll.
Yeah. Good name. Roll a nice, nice number.
87.
87.
That's a strong light wind. That's a strong Consider yourself winded.
Nature spell.
And
Use
I'm-
nature spell.
I'm,
And what happens?
this actually spell comes from my now.
And what does that look like?
Now.
Nice.
17.
Nice. I think you're people.
And as would the spell come out of my hand, well, I had two. It's tiny little like wind, you know, like you see on the Bureau of Meteorology map, the bomb map. It's like the little wind symbols, and then it all starts to lift up, and it goes round into a gust, and it starts pushing the fog and the boat forward.
We're rowing the boat.
Another
And as we're rowing the boat,
So we're rowing the boat along the shore, and the wind is going.
yes, but it's all held here.
Okay. The spell is successful, and
But
the fog around you part. The boat itself, just to refresh your memory, it's pretty long. It's about the length of this room, and then maybe a little bit more. Obviously not so wide. It's got a single mast. It was rotten initially, and one of the part of Tahoe's job was to find the tree, cut it down, and reset the mast. He's had to replace a lot of the hull with planking, and he's done his best. But a little bit of water is coming in, using some planking, and it was on your way down the river. There's 3 oarlocks either side of the boat, and he has, and you helped over the days, the 4 days that you're stuck on the riverbank, you helped craft oars, straight pieces of wood, and basically crafted paddles on the other end. Not great, but they semi-work. And again, the sail was the most tricky to do. You use some tarps that you have. You did find some rotting sailcloth. Some of it was useful. And even some weaving some flaxes, etc. It's a pretty decrepit looking vessel. And you're about to sail out into the open water in miles. You feel comfortable. Immediately, however, you do a bit of a test run, and you courtesy of Silvioross's breath, the fog out front dissipates, and you do see further along the coast, the way you've come yesterday, this kind of terrain. What I'd like to do is firstly get a sailing manoeuvre.
We're rowing along the coast.
Are you rowing along the coast first?
Rowing along the coast.
All right, cool. The weather today, fortunately, and I think I showed some people yesterday that the weather is set in this world, so I've got several years worth of weather. So it's set. So this is the day that you're here, and this is the weather for this day. It's drizzly. It's very cloudy. There is fog. There is a light breeze already. So it's not ideal sailing conditions, but it's not awful either. So there isn't particularly choppy seas. Can I please ask for everybody to make 2 rowing manoeuvres?
All of us.
Sorry?
The ones that rowing, 6, right?
I don't know who all those that are rowing. Yes. Rowing is based on your.
I've only got 1 arm, I'm not rowing, am I?
Yeah. So Demos and Grey will be rowing.
No. Oh.
Why not 1 arm? What do you want me to do?
Did you blow fog?
You've done it.
I've done my bit. I've done my bit.
I think, the 2 1-armed people.
Strength and self-discipline. So negative 20, as with any skill, negative 25, and then modify that by your strength and self-discipline, add it together, divided by 2.
So what's who's high in strength and self-discipline?
I'm zero.
This is 7.
Does it feel bad? Well, it's not that bad. What, do you mean add it together or divided
Well,
by
I've edited it divided by 2 is 7.
Yeah, well, you're better than that one.
Well, there are 6 rowing positions, and 2 people don't have arms. 2 arms.
So everyone is still here. Yeah. Okay.
So what did you want me to do? Roll?
Yeah, can everybody please make a roll, adding on your skill. Well, first make a roll and let me know anybody that's rowing, and let me know if you fail that roll.
So what is a failure?
What's the play?
As per usual, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Do I have to add 7 and minus 25?
And
Just the fumble.
25. Leif rolled 5.
roll 5, roll again, please.
Yeah, 41.
And then followed by a 35.
Okay. 5 minus 35 plus what's his rowing skill?
Skill is 28.
28? Okay. So, negative 2, you're really not great, but you're not awful.
I can roll.
Both Grey and Demos both rolled 25.
Okay.
And Demos has plus 20 and Grey has plus 11.
That's 11. Okay, cool. Wow. So, no catastrophic failures there. How did the ethanol do, please, Greg?
She got a 39.
Okay. So,
Plus. Sorry.
yeah, plus. Yep.
And then plus 3 and 4.
Okay.
But then was good.
Okay, cool. I'll just wait till people are back to continue telling the story.
We're up to my notes. Can you put near-home version into the thing? Single party little chat. No, we haven't Discord yet. Alex, are you okay to put? Oh, sorry. No.
No, just my back city. But yeah.
Are you okay to put Curios's vision into the Intel and your channel?
Oh yeah, I put it in the main one.
Oh, you did put in the main one.
But
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
very.
going to crack on this
You carry on, more or less.
Yep, right. So no catastrophic failures, and the shallows of water that you're travelling in, you're not in the open sea yet. Nothing no particular issue with the rowing. Can some brave person please, however, in a very short journey down the way, let's see if anything happens. Can you give me can one brave person give me just give me a D20. A roll of D20.
Roll a
It's good. It's high good or low bad.
That's enough.
Are there any good things?
No.
16.
It's good.
So on your way down the coast, some 15 minutes down, it's not far, the wind is completely, other than Keros, completely drops. And had you been relying on the sailing, you would have had to have entirely required on the rowing. However, you were rowing anyway, so no major issue. You come down to this, you bypass several areas, and you hear on the audio the sound of steam and bubbling, mud, etc. And then a bit further on down, firstly you start coming to this territory here where you're looking up. And then a bit further, just a little bit, a few feet on from there, yes indeed, you look up and this confronts you again. And again, I would like all concerned, please, to all those that had to make the challenge roll yesterday, let me know.
Did I do that yesterday?
Yes.
Did I?
Yep.
Now it's got 17 with her adjustments.
17?
With her plus 5, and that includes her plus 5.
Who rolled low on that?
38.
Mithran. Okay.
She rolled a 17 too.
Okay. I won't describe the scene again, but you're all struck with the strange visions and sense you had yesterday. And this time, though, something slightly different. It's actually that.
Oh, wow.
That's lurking. That and that. Some of you, particularly the ones that roll low, so Neathanol and Mithran, that roll low, that, and you, with that thing there, it's almost, it's trying to grasp, almost like a curtain. And the curtain is a separation between the world that all your characters are in and something else, some plate, and you see it reaching up and putting its claws into this fabric, and then it just drifts and evaporates, and the same for this person, and then it's gone. For M.E.R.P, that's a poor enough roll for M.E.R.P. Can you, you get a chance, M.E.R.P. Some information in the Discord. Yes, these visions, these things that you saw previously are all triggered again by this image. You managed to keep the boat steady. The waves aren't particularly dramatic around here. What do you do?
Madame would want to share that. She'll just say, so I think we're all starting to be aware of sharing information in association with this. So she'll just say she thinks she had heard a hunting horn from a clip inside her head when she'd seen the location just for a second and was wondering if she heard a distant hunting horn and then it's gone. But she imagined it. But I think the whole plan is that Lake is going to stay in the boat.
Okay.
We're going to do a rope from the boat to the shore to tie it up so it doesn't drift too far out.
Okay.
He will want to maintain position with his rowing skill or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But someone else is going to stay. It was going to be McCann, but perhaps someone else should stay. Perhaps she should go. I don't know.
Do you want to stay? No, he should probably go.
Well, Dennis might be handy. Strong chap.
No, well, McCann will stay.
Yeah, steady, someone comes out of the water. Yeah, maybe it stays in the boat.
Okay, so Demon's going to stay. From our judgment, next judgment, to control his boat, keep it in one place so we're not drifting off. How many people would go through that easily?
At least two.
At least two. Yes, it was three.
It was three.
McCann will stay. Then tied up. It was tied that way, but we also don't want it to come too close into shore. That's true. Yeah. So three people, I reckon, and so everyone else is going flying or floating to the shore.
Okay. You'll need give yourself enough distance, at least 200 foot a rope.
200 foot?
In terms of something you can maybe 150.
Well, Tackling is a superior rope, but I thought it was 50 feet, but I might be 100 and I can't find on my shirt.
Or do we need a rope?
We're just flying now.
To keep the boat, does it need to be tied or would it just be like? Well, I don't know.
Already tie a rope.
I've got a long rope that she's going to fly out with and see if she can tie it to something. If that's what we want to do. I mean,
Cool. Lake will be happy to cast fly onto people who need it.
just want to jump and fly.
Same
So
with Carol.
Ray would be happy to have that cast on service powerful.
Okay, please make any required rolls required preparations. Tell me any failures.
Karos can do it for Gray.
What a surprise.
Is Nancy not up herself?
that's not fly.
Okay. But 1 for
74.
yes, please.
Feeling like
1 for
Oh, you're Tackling.
2 successful from Karos for
Thank you.
Gray and Karos.
Nice, mark them down, please.
Yeah.
only gonna hold hands.
Yeah.
like, fly.
2 successful, 1 for top and 1 for each.
Great, thank you.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
Maybe that's what we do in this sleep. Why those?
They're gonna hold hands while they fly.
Oh, that's nice.
Are they white or more?
He's pretty flying for a white guy.
I don't know. I don't
Well
know if Victory would enjoy that. I feel like she's a terra firma girl.
No, I feel like-
But we can ask her.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a little big cat.
Just put it- Yeah, that's
I
cute.
saw
I
someone
have
tell me the other day you had a big cat and a big cat. I was
yeah.
like, oh my goodness, that was unbelievable.
That would be good.
I feel like we'd need to talk to her about that.
With like a little bubble in the back so they can look out.
Yeah. And then
In Europe, somebody was taking a cat for a walk on like a leash.
we had one from April, but she didn't love it.
All right. Any failures with those slice rolls? Okay. Okay. And you've got Lake, etc. kind of. So 3 are staying on the boat. Is that right?
Lake and the band.
Cool. And tell me preparations for others. Are people in armor on the boat?
The office is like rigid armor, but it's not like really.
Can we swim in it?
because if he can't swim, it's true.
But then in a stock in the coat, is that?
Let's find out if she goes in the water.
Etienne will put his armour on when he rides on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we'll take the coat off. It's just +0.
The thumb's taking the coat off. Yep. Cool.
We have an at, so if there's an enemy appearing, she'll put it on.
Okay, cool. Alright, so with those preparations involved 150 foot off, so that's adequate for flying and floating, etc. You land on the shore, and let's assume that you land, you can see at the bottom down here, you land down here, there's no apparent place, the boat itself is further out in the water, relatively calm water, so it's not that hard to keep it in place, and the fog is slowly lifting. The remainder of the party have landed down here. There's 5 or so minutes for people to put on armour and do other things. What do you do, please?
Just double check. We established there was not a place to tie the boat up.
Correct. Yes, correct.
It doesn't need to be secret, so Tarkin would be taking his bow and arrows and a sword and dagger, but nothing.
But
Axe on the boat, sure.
And the rope that she's carrying, is there any other side? I think to tie it to? Mantle's carrying 250 foot rope.
Yeah.
Can she tie it to something?
Sure.
What is there to tie it to?
Just an old smouldering piece of stone.
Get pillar or something?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep. Give me a mast, rope master skill.
20.
Sorry?
20.
20 would be very good. It could not be very good. Okay, and what's her skill?
Brilliant. Of course it is. You want some more information?
Yes, please.
Plus 66.
Okay.
66 can work.
Okay. Done. So you're there. What do you do? So you're basically at the base of, you can see there's a slope heading down, further up, but almost where the position of that point of view is this mouldering staircase. So if you imagine characters have landed, roughly down here-ish, the boat itself is out here, and then there's this hanging, almost that exact same hanging kind of area up through the ghostly ruins up to the stairwell that you can see.
Well, unless anyone else wants to, Etienne will take point, and he'll get his holy sword, Steve, out, and
Steve's smiter.
Stevie Smiter. He'll
Yeah.
with his armour on, he'll hold it up before him like a cross, and be wary. I would appreciate someone behind him with amazing perception.
Okay.
You see
You can see the hell out of thing, and mostly looking for
and
things.
describe stuff to Etienne.
Good point.
It's got a helm, it's got a helmet on, so.
Okay, so
I'm
Tarkin
going to
will be
use for a
behind.
sword as tap.
So the party order is
Etienne?
Etienne. Cool. Let me just check
Or.
something.
Oh.
Good. And then
Perceive
Tarkin perceiving. Yep.
Perceiving like crazy.
I'll come to that in a second. So, yep. And then next.
Who else is there?
Nathaniel's there. Who else?
Karos is there.
Cool.
Kara should be in the middle.
Okay.
Alright, well, Nathaniel will go next.
Yep.
She'll be looking out for trips and traps.
Yep.
Also perceiving the heart things.
Cool. Comes with perception rolls in a sec. Yep.
Probably.
We're going to look after the baby.
Okay.
Karos is
Yes. And then other characters bring up the room.
Great.
Thank you.
I'm not there.
Oh, it's great. You there? Yeah, crazy.
We're all there.
Could you be
No light.
Okay. So can we have a perception? Can we have a perception roll from Tarkin? Sorry, no.
Oh,
Thank you.
6.
6 could be amazing. Could be really, really good.
Oh, that's right. What am I rolling for?
Just doing Tarkin at the moment. And 98.
98.
All right. And then Neathano looking for trips and traps, etc.
Just general perception too. 37.
37. What's her detect track skill, please?
Detect traps plus 65.
All right.
Perception 82.
Okay. So, Tarquin, Neathano, others don't see anything, don't hear anything, certainly smell something, the stink of the sulfur and the wrath of the aluminium. You cautiously make your way, pick your way up through here. Pretty much exactly on screen. So there's parts of decaying, mouldering stone, foliage that's down, a lot of them covered in moss and ivy and slime and lichen. Yeah, pretty nasty.
Weapons out.
Weapons out, sure.
Fingers out.
Fingers out. And you make your way up. It takes you probably 4 or 5 minutes after you've landed, got your stuff on, making your way up to the base of these stairs.
Are they or are they not mossy?
Especially.
Check the swans.
And
Right.
Check the swans.
And roses. That's the same. The
36.
36. Plus
Perception 82.
55. 98.
No sort of swan, but you do notice something in like some bushes off to the side, just slightly out of shell of some metal.
Oh, I just. 55 for us.
55, yep.
When in doubt,
When in doubt, blow.
I'll particularly point that out.
Yeah,
So see that bit out.
Okay, and so and you're particularly focused on this meddly thing that's been pointed out.
There's something. There's not much sunlight here, but there's definitely some metal in the bottle.
Doesn't see anymore.
Right? No.
Doesn't see.
You want to check that out? You want me to check that out?
Wow, you're one of us. I'll go and have a look.
Okay.
Slowly.
Slowly. Chicken traps on the way.
Yep. It's looks like you can see a length of rusted old chain, quite thick. Probably the length of the width of my finger. Really chunky piece of chain, rusted, mouldering, covered in brown rust.
Is it attached to anything?
I think you'd report that back and pick it up.
It's quite a lot of it. The 10 or so foot.
This is just chain, it's not attached to anything, it's not going anywhere. We're fine, put it down for it.
Alright, we'll continue up then. And the same sort of procedure of deceiving.
Yep. Go at the base of the stairs.
Check the traps.
Done that. Yep.
Okay. Should we go up?
Yeah, let's go. Well, we're here, we've got to figure out what's going on now.
Okay, Brave sniffing.
Nothing. Cool. Perception off the break.
29.
29. And what's his perception?
49.
49. Smell of sulfur, rot, decay, maybe blood.
Say that.
Could do same winging.
I don't know if I want to sing Wingy out to a bush.
What do you do?
Slowly walk through the thing.
Well, I guess we'll
Keep going.
Make our way through.
When you say make your way through, what do you?
Walk slowly, keep the open walk up.
Chicken stairs.
Oh, you're going upstairs.
Where else is it go?
Sorry.
Is there another direction?
Yeah, and there's more rooms up behind you, so the stairs are off one side.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, we'll creep and look at traps.
Yep.
Go into the nearest building and just have a little peek.
Sure. Give me a roll.
17.
Okay.
Being a sneak peek.
Yep.
So Neoton's gone where's nearest building?
And what's her detect rate?
Tech traps 65.
She goes into a nearby building. Discovers doesn't quite know what they are at first. It's kind of odd, and she has to really hear it. You think maybe once, a very, very long time ago, they were on boots. Just the leather is so full of, and that was what's so strange. The leather is just so full of holes and rotting. But it wasn't an immediately, it wasn't an organic object, it wasn't moss or rot or whatever. But what used to be a pair of boots.
Any other buildings that people might be hiding in or things might be in? Was that the only kind of senior tech?
There were several others around if you want to have
Tark will take a peek and put in a different one.
Yep.
Slow. Looking for traps and things to worry about.
Yeah, sure.
Looking for stuff.
Tarkin finds the remains of, when I say the remains, I mean utterly the remains of a wooden store, what once was a wooden store, basically completely rotted away, but there's just make out 3 legs. And some fragments of pottery.
Nothing written on the pottery.
Gray would be interested to know if any of the people that have visions feel anything in any particular direction.
Nothing so far.
Pull or anything.
No.
Nathan will check another building on her side. Same approach.
You think it might have been something associated with food, because you discover broken crockery and covered, it's all covered in slime and moss, etc. The remains of a barrel, and there's some dispersed cutlery as well.
Will rinse and repeat down the other side of the road. I guess he's particularly interested to know Beanie recently, so things that don't roll and grow.
Yep. There's absolutely no sign that anybody has been used.
So do we hit the stairs?
Yeah, we do. I'd go back and Tark and tell Etty and all of that stuff. There's no sign of recent human or anything around. Let's go up.
Alright, we'll go up the stairs.
Sure.
Slowly checking each stair in front of us.
Yes. Yep. You inch your way to the top, getting up in front, sword and shields, others coming up behind. You make your way up, and it's a spiral staircase. You get to the top, and you're in a building that has been demolished, or probably by age and time. Most of it's fallen away, and you're on a platform, if you imagine coming up where I'm sitting, and then out around you, probably out to where Alex is. There's just...
It's lunch.
Right. There's rotting floorboards, etc. Nothing.
It's, so there's no roof or anything?
No roof. No, and the remains of the walls are up to about chest height on that second story.
And does the floor look like it's safe enough to walk on?
Not particularly. Right.
No.
Maybe not the very heavy Etty.
So there's nothing of interest that we can see. And I'm looking sort of from this perspective, looking out to sea.
Yes.
We're actually looking in all directions. There's any kind of new kind of insight that we gain from being up here.
Okay.
This is weird.
Okay. Is there something we're supposed to do here?
Remind me why this place off in the vision.
Well, we're getting the visions from there.
And you saw it in National Source.
Yeah.
And there is a lot.
Yeah.
Specifically this one.
Yeah.
So I think Tarkin might ask you if he can hold his hand that would go out and test the floorboards. See if getting out into the room is safe. He's pretty light.
Let's put it on notice.
Goes through the first little bit.
I just talked about that. That's what we've done. Don't worry,
That's the vision.
Right, let's good stuff.
And the dagger that you've got.
Anything with the.
Can it be activated? Blow?
Nothing through the floorboard.
Does it
Just
glow?
isn't,
Does it tingle?
Can we pull the magic lever on the wall?
Yeah.
Are we in the escape room yet?
Yes, we go back.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll have a thorough look around and look at
Yeah.
the secret entrances and all that thing.
It's been what, an hour? Right?
Yeah, all up downstairs, secret passages going off to the sides.
Maybe call it hello?
Hello?
Nothing. It's just from what you can make out, molten ruin, cave, the rubble and
So,
remains to describe.
from what you described, I mean, whatever happens in the character, if it happens, hopefully we'll need to come back. Because we're going to come back this way, right?
Maybe this is the psychic where something started, and that's why it's significant.
No magical short swords lying around.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know other ideas. Anyone else? Have a prayer.
Did Victory come?
What would she offer that?
Yep.
What's she doing?
And then went up.
Staying close to you. Staying close to Carol.
Is she normal?
That's pretty.
Oh, she's been terrified since she arrived some 6 days ago. It was terrible.
Yeah. Is she especially more terrified now on shore?
Hard to judge. One terrified cat day, another terrified cat day.
That's brave of her to come.
Thanks, Mark. I think it's weird.
Back in boat.
Yeah.
Back to the boats. Give me fly rolls for Mega rolls and mark up critically. Mark up cover.
How long the thing?
Oh yeah, how long does the flight will last?
You spend an hour cruising this place.
Yeah. 1 for Grey. And, 95. Okay.
Someone's going to have to fly now. It's like,
And 1 for Tarquin. Yes.
Okay.
thank you very much.
Right, so 3.
This is Chris's way to get us a few power.
All right. Back in the box. What does this plan out for you?
What's the
Immediately around the shore, it's dissipated, both courtesy of some good work from Keros, but thank you, but also just naturally. Further out to sea where you're heading, it's not definitely not as thick as it was when you first woke up, but there is a bit of fog. But you can make out just through the haze what you think is Whistler Island.
Well, we want Keros to blow that way anyway, so we've got a bit of a headwind pushing us forwards.
I reckon. It can be gently done. If she's okay with that.
What's it called? Gentle breeze.
Cool
breeze.
Cool breeze.
So how much are a cool breeze on a hot day?
Yeah, it'd be nice to help us work in a cool breeze.
Can you roll?
So we're all ship shape and then
Yeah.
Well, we need to obviously undo the road.
How's the boat looking since water and bail?
Yes, but it's, even dredging down the river is not great, but it's all right. It's like in the hole.
We have a fuck up on the boat to bail.
What's that? You don't want to do it when you're
You do not.
No.
you got spanner.
Should be quite nice.
A little bit of a foot down.
What happens is
Fish coming.
Everyone needs to get back on the boat.
done. That is now done.
I'm fine.
I just want to check how long do I have on the spell?
9 minutes.
90 was the per, yeah, so we're,
9 minutes. 1 minute to level, wasn't it?
90?
Oh, you check. Yeah.
No, you'd be right. But obviously I need to cast again, so anyway.
You've spent an hour up investigating stairways. So
Oh yeah, 34.
34, that spell is successful.
How's that?
Gray's going to talk to Wingy about
Before
navigation.
this happens.
Before this happens about navigating, he's going to explain to Wingy that she needs to fly out and look ahead.
You need to roll communication.
Yep. He's waited He's prepared.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
gesticulating.
He's flapping.
Flapping,
He's
sort of
virgin
chicken
dances in the moon.
He's done a 34.
34.
That's what I rolled just before.
Cool. So what does the spell say and do, please?
The spell say?
Yep.
It says that you can communicate in the language of any one animal
Right.
for 1 minute per level.
Right. So, yeah.
8 minutes, sorry, 8 minutes.
You're going to need a code so we can try and put that
Yes.
barrel roll and see server 3 flags.
Yes. So it needs to communicate a couple of things to Wingy.
Okay.
So basically, what he needs Wingy to do is she needs to fly up
Yep.
and watch ahead of where the boat is.
Yes.
And look for the bubbling water.
And some messages coming into Grace's channel.
I thought we were going to put that into Google Translate for her.
I look. Good work. Okay. And so if where there isn't bubbling water, we want Winnie to fly away from the bubbling water, ahead of the boat, and we will come to meet her. But before, we also need her to understand that she needs to get us from where we are to the island. So she needs to create
Got a question for you.
Bubble is bad. Yes. And you give her a little piece of wrap. Yes. We need to get from here to that island with no bubble.
In fact, past that island, isn't it? So you can get from there.
And then round.
Around the island. And all the way to the
Around the island.
So we get to the first island, we go around the short back to this island, onto the island after
Okay. Once we get to that island, we need to get to the island behind it. And the same thing, bubbles are bad. Islands are good, bubbles are bad. Here's some more wrap. The other thing, there's 2 other things we need Wingy to look for. She needs to come straight back to us if she sees a big moving figure under the water, or if she sees another boat like the boat that we're on.
And what are you going to do to get it so we can figure out?
If she sees, yes. Well, and he would point to this boat, another like this.
Same thing.
Boat bad, movie thing bad. If you see another boat, fly back, land on our boat, and tap the boat.
Very nice.
And if you see the wormy thing, fly back and spin in a circle. Nobody knows the wingy. Here's the wrap.
Oh,
Beautiful.
And then, what else is there? Anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Not for wingy.
For Wingy.
He's on her behalf.
Is
If
that?
you want gummy worms in it,
Oh, maybe.
Do we've got to have words in it.
That one's got some birds on it though.
Very
Is that
nice.
appropriate or not appropriate?
Oh, I like the strawberries. So there you
Okay.
go.
And then
Thank you, Wingy.
Any other instructions for me?
we're going to show us where the boat or where the snake is. So come back, round in a circle, tap the boat, and then sort of fly out and back in the direction of it so we know where it is.
I think if she
Comes
comes back, then he would just speak to her again, and then
Oh, okay, fine.
and then he would
or
ask you.
by then it'll be
It'll be kind of like
Yeah.
And how far away is Winnie going to get?
How far away should
Who's
she
got the
fly?
best? Well, we need to be able to see her all the time,
Yeah.
really, don't we? So who's got the best vision? Chris, do you know who's got the best vision?
The elves have
One
good
of the
ones.
elves.
Around the house, and Greg can also cast on himself really, so he can see really far.
I think we need to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but he can see really far anyway.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
What happens now?
So he flies, he gives it a little pat, and
Lovely.
then he's a rat.
Oh, no.
More oil.
Resolve.
Yeah.
Okay. And you all, with a sailing roll and a rowing roll, leave the shores. You all sail out into the sea of fire.
Yay!
And we even get to change the sound effects.
Are we in like one of those hot springs in New Zealand, which everyone loves to go into?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're back in
And
New
then
Zealand.
you can hear sounds of the boats and the open ocean with the bubbling and the sea spray. And that is where we're going to call it for lunch. A very quick lunch, a 15-minute lunch, and then we're back into the next session.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, nice job. Are we doing neighbours and stuff this thing or not?
Yeah.
We forgot to do it yesterday.
Hello again, this is Aidan, and I am quizzing the team on whether they know Ray very well at all. So, we're up to question number 6. How many death saves does Ray have left? This came out recently. I thought it was more. Okay, A, 3, B, 2, C, 1, D, none.
D, none.
It's C.
Oh,
Take the point.
everyone except me again. Yeah.
All right. Question number 7. How does Gray like to unwind? A, meditation and breathing exercises. B, whittling woodland creatures. C, casting fly and soaring through the sky with winging. D, dance. From that again?
Yep.
So A, meditation and breathing exercises.
Yep.
B, whistling woodland creatures. C, casting fly and soaring through the sky with winging. And D, dance.
B.
Yes, everybody wins.
A bit of whittling.
Whistling.
But he also does love flying around with winging.
Yeah.
And he also can do dance.
Yeah, he loves dance. Which comes to question 8. What does Gray like to play when he drinks? A, cards. B, darts. C, charades. D, dice. Yeah, everybody. Giles.
No.
He doesn't love charades. He doesn't like talk.
He said dance. The ANCE.
Oh no, sorry.
Never
that's
mind.
right.
Never mind.
Okay, question number 9.
2 seconds.
What code name does Gray like to choose for himself? A, Graham. B, Ronan. Ronan. C, Silver. D, Dusky.
Oh, God, I've not heard any of them.
I have.
Yeah, yep.
Say that again.
A,
Go
Graham.
on back to the first
You
one.
surely have heard Graham before. B, Ronan. C, Silver. D, Dusky.
I think it might not be this. I think it might be this. I'm going to regret changing it.
C. What have you done?
Yeah, I think it's Silver. You've actually mentioned this in game.
What have you done?
Ronan.
No, it was Silver.
Oh.
C,
Yeah.
Silver, and I think the other code name was Janet.
What's that sort?
That's right when they were going into
Janet as well.
Yeah.
that was Jada.
Yes, Janet was
Janet.
Jada was Janet. All right.
Janet.
Question number 10. What is Gray's favourite colour?
Oh.
Is it A, yellow, B, sapphire blue, C, forest green, or D, grey? So it's A, yellow, B, sapphire blue, C, forest green, or D, grey.
I think he'd look lovely in forest green.
I really
I
want
think
to put grey. He loves money, doesn't he? I'm going to go
He
yellow.
does. I didn't actually think about that, and it's actually C, forest green.
Oh,
It's the colour of Keros eyes. I don't know if either green.
Ah,
Even
that
better.
will be from now
Even
on.
Yellow. I mean, I'm actually going to give you half a point for yellow because he does love money.
Shiny.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Giles. Let's have a little think about Tarquin again. As you can see, same sartorial designs. Let's go, team. Let's go. Question number 1. Is Tarquin religious? No, means one, yes, no. And the answer is yes, no, no, yes, yes, he is indeed religious. Well done, Aiden.
Aiden and me.
All right. Next question. So this both tests your knowledge of Chris's land as well as knowledge of Tarquin. So Tarquin knows 8 languages, although only some to run. Name 5.
5?
I could have said 8.
You could have said 1.
I don't know.
Not neither.
Chinese was too rough. Chinese, should I have said 3? Come on, 5. I think they can do it.
I don't think we can.
Oh no.
I suppose I could have said name 5 languages in the world.
What's the name?
I'm not even going to participate in this question.
Just that name some languages.
I don't listen.
Be funny.
Where's my sheet?
English, French, German, Australian, Mongolian.
I've gone blank. I'm withdrawing.
All right, let's have a look, team. Okay, so I'm going to get you to mark yourself. So the first one's through bonnet.
Yes.
Do I get half a point? I just get that
No,
one?
no, patience. The next one, you're going to have to tell me with my pronunciation here, Chris. Vagonis. The next one is Tarkelman.
Yeah.
The next one is, well, we should know this from yesterday. In Westeron.
Yeah.
Vassenspec.
Vision-speak.
Training language, I believe. Vassenspec. Saptung.
Yes.
And I can't pronounce it. Lapton.
Paladin.
Oh, so Pete gets all of them.
So pick off. He's genius. 6.
4.
4. Okay, you both get a point.
I got 2.
Close enough.
So who's
2,
getting points?
half a point. So I think we'll give a point to Pete and a point to Graham and half a point to Aiden. Well
And what do I get?
Wait, what did you get?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. I'll make you lunch. Look at that face. I'm in so much trouble. All right. Next question. This one should be easy enough. How many spell lists does Tarquin know?
Yeah. Oh.
I thought these were easy.
Because you know the
I spent way
answers.
too much time thinking about them. I'll give you a range, so long as you're within,
2 to 7.
something like that. I might be slightly bored.
What level is he?
I heard you tell he's level 8 now. He has also used all of his spells from each list.
All of them?
Well, not all of them. He's used every list.
Yeah, you can still
He's used a spell from all of them.
Alright.
All right, let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look. 5, 6, 5, 4. It's a pretty good guess at 6.
Oh, I got it.
Six,
Do I get 2 points?
No, you get 1 point.
Oh, okay.
You get 1 point. I think, who got 4?
Me.
Oh, so 6, 5. You got 5. I think we're down 1 or up 1. Seems reasonable. Okay, just
So
give everyone-
Aiden gets another one?
Give everyone else a half point.
Oh, where are we talking? Oh, half or full? You're getting a half?
Only one person gets 4 points.
And you're getting a half. Gosh, this scoring's very technical.
No, I'm going to start like doing square roots of points and stuff.
Next question about maths, because I'm
It's got advanced math, which I now know is useless for boat building. But,
Especially
not,
role calling.
not the next question, but the question is Tarquin charming? I'm expecting all to do reasonably out of this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And we have yeses across the board. Well done.
Oh,
Very
yay.
charming. 98 charming.
Almost been rude to say no.
Last question to within 10. So you have a range.
Within 10.
How many hit points does Tarquin have?
Ooh.
Into game mechanics.
Ooh.
It might help.
So I'm going to go for it.
Oh, it's gonna do this.
Alright, so this is interesting. Quite a range. 60, 70, 80, 132. The answer is 77 to 87.
Oh.
Oh, so who's that?
Way off.
Pete
Oh,
nails it.
Pete.
Pete nails it.
And
Might get on within 10.
Not quite. 77 to 87 is the answers. Unfortunately,
Oh.
here's 84. Just
Sorry.
below.
so just Pete.
Just Pete.
Whoa, that was tough.
Well done, Pete. Too tough. Sorry.
No, it's
No, I enjoyed it.
Well done. Well done.
This day 2 already. And here we are with 5 more girly questions for our band of brothers and sister. It's these concerning Etienne. So let's push on and start with question 1. What is Etienne most skilled in? Options: A is sword, B transcending armor, C poetry, D perception, E charm seduce, F cunnilingus.
What about Steve?
It's a special skill.
And the answer is, turn around, we've got sword, and then 2 swords, and we've got charm and seduce. The answer is the sword.
Oh, who gets that?
Pete, nice work, mate. Again.
Pete.
Tom,
And
I'll
Giles?
take my point. Thank you.
Question 2. How does Etienne believe his goddess Aphrodite communicates with him?
Oh.
Ready? We've got visions, and poetry. I'm afraid it is Kings and Visions as the answer.
Hey.
Poetry.
I'll take
So,
another point.
Yes,
So,
I'm on a roll, 2 in a row.
Aiden, Giles, Pete.
Question 3. Which of these would Etienne classify as a sin? Is it A, lust, B, gluttony, C, greed, D, wrath, E, pride? Choose one. Answers are, we've got greed, we've got D, which is wrath, and we've got E, which was pride. The answer is greed, C.
Hey.
Yes.
Question 4. What word would someone of Aphrodite's faith use to refer to Etienne's profession? Quite a curly. Answers? We've got generous, we've got love.
What word?
Sorry, this is quite a difficult one. It is a rose.
A rose. Does anyone get half?
No.
Not even close.
And final question. What has Etienne sworn never to do? Is it A, gamble or wait for money? B, attack an adversary unprovoked? C, kill a woman? D, use mind controlling magic? E, sleep with a person of another faith? Or F, get married?
Do we have G? All of the above.
Steve.
Or Steve.
What's the B? The answer is B, attack an adversary.
Oh, take another
We've got
point.
two successful.
Nice work,
Very
mate.
good.
And I like Get married.
Yes, babe.
Hello, everybody.
Married to. Hi there. Welcome back to day 2. We're getting right into it with questions about Demos. How well do we know him? All right. Question number 1. What traumatic event happened to Demos at the age of 9? A. He lost his best friend Theon. B. He witnessed his parents' murder. C. Genital crushing. D. He was banished from his homelands.
B.
No, it was C. Genital crushing.
It's come up.
It's come up a few times.
It's come up in the game. He's a boy.
There's no explanation.
That's it. That's all we've got. That's all we've got to go on. Did it happen to him? Did it happen to someone else?
Crushing. You wouldn't be chatting about this to your mates, would you?
All right. Question 2. What is Demos afraid of? A. Drowning. B. Small dark spaces. C. The undead. D. Genital crushing. We'll do that again. A. Drowning. B. Small dark spaces. C. The undead. Or D. Genital crushing.
I feel like I have to go deep.
Anyone who's had it once has to be afraid of it happening
It
again.
is Graham's the only one right. It's B. Small dark spaces. He actually has to roll a fear, but check every time he goes into one.
So he doesn't mind the
Genital crushing.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
Been there,
we don't
done
know.
that.
He might have enjoyed it.
It's not
It might have been by
so bad.
choice. All right. What
It's an empirical
affliction?
question.
What affliction does Demos suffer from? A. Social anxiety. B. Chronic drowsiness. C. Celiac disease. Or D. Restless leg syndrome.
What's the third? Run through them again.
So A. Social anxiety.
Right.
B. Chronic drowsiness. C. Celiac disease. Or D. Restless leg syndrome.
A?
No, everyone's wrong. It was B. On his character sheet, it says he has chronic drowsiness.
Really?
That's never
Nice
come up.
question.
Very tired. That's why he doesn't talk much. He's tired.
It's chronically drowsy. He's in a semi-coma.
He's slow to move. He's tired.
That explains a
His beer is
lot.
very heavy. All right. Does Demos know how to cook? No, he's hopeless. Or yes, he's excellent at making kebabs.
Well, again, I'm not sure this has come up. I love
It's
it.
on his sheet. Yes. he is.
Yay!
Excellent at making kebabs.
No point for me.
Graham's
No
a
point
no.
Good night.
All right.
But does it say it's kebabs specifically?
I may have. There's a bit of artistic
Maybe
license.
some embellishment there.
Yeah, it's a bit of artistic license. He spares the meat.
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah, it does. Okay, last question for the day. Ultimately, what is Demos searching for? A. His princess. B. Lasting peace and tranquility. C. His sister. D. His book of somber poetry.
Damn somber poetry. Good stuff.
Everyone wins.
Yay!
Everyone gets bro.
Thank you very much. I
Excellent
hope you
work.
enjoyed
Well
all
done.
the questions.
Very good.
Kia ora, I'm Pete, and I play Mythan, the antisocial ranger, and today we're finding out how much the party knows about her. So, first question, is Mythan religious? A, yes, she is a strong believer in the old gods and follows their teachings and beliefs. B, no, she does not have anything to do with the gods. C, yes and no, about being religious. She isn't a part of any religion and doesn't follow any religious practices, but she believes so much in the strength of nature that she receives power from the gods. Or D, she used to be a strong believer, but through cruelty in her life experiences has fallen out of religious practices.
Oh, we all agree. We all
Nice
agree.
one. Nice.
Everyone gets a point.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. The next question is, growing up, Mythan had a very positive experience with a particular race. This has greatly endeared her, in her own way, to all members of this race. Which race is this?
Yay!
Nice one.
It's your dulcet tones, Pete. You clearly listen closely.
No, I just think I bang on more of it.
Anyone else?
That XP is getting closer and closer.
Yeah. The next question is, what is special about the broadsword Mythan uses? What's special about it? I reckon point, half a point, half a point.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
It's fixed.
Yay! So Graham is a point, of course.
Of course.
Giles is a half
happy.
point.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it casts a shock bolt.
Aiden is a point. Alex is a half
You said
point.
yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Didn't do much, but we
Well.
did use this. Next question is, which best describes Mithan's attitude towards threatening people or situations? Is it that she's A, aggressively defensive, so she wants to remove all threats while keeping herself safe? B, she wants to run away, so the idea of living to fight another day. C, she examines the situation carefully and rationally, because not everything is always as it seems. Or D, violence is not the answer. The way of nature is peaceful, as a peaceful resolution.
Very thoughtful questions and answers.
No.
Oh, right.
She is rational, so she will
almost
aggressively
did, yeah.
defensive. It's sort of a knee-jerk reaction.
I lost a point.
Sorry?
I lost a point.
Graham.
Hard to imagine.
Still winning.
And the last question is, what is Mithan's favourite place to be? Yep, anywhere in nature. So
Nature.
that's correct for everyone.
Yay! Great question.
Oh, I have said especially temperate forests, so I believe that's an extra point for Graham. if possible.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. Wins it back. Solid. Alright, good work.
And that is Mithan.
Welcome back to day 2 of our questions about Yatham. Let us begin. Question 1 of day 2 is, what is Nyathanal's profession? There's multi-choice. Is it A, Nightblade? Is it B, Entourage? Is it C, Rogue? Is it D, Magent? Or is it E, Assassin? No confirm. Anybody got an answer? Yep. So, Pete has it correctly.
Rats.
Alex does, but
No, I went rogue.
Don't even know what a magnet is.
Magent.
Magent.
It's in the app.
Oh,
she's very clever.
question 2.
magic agent.
Yeah.
What does Nyathanal find it hard to do? Out of these options.
Oh.
Option A, compromise. Option B, express emotion. Option C, tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Option D, resist her impulsive nature.
That is a great question.
So
Great
good.
question.
And the answer is B, express emotion. Oh, we've got 3 winners.
Have we?
First point. He's out of the blocks.
Yeah, that was going to do.
Giles, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, right. First time. Only took 7 questions.
That's
cool. Thank you.
That's still not there.
Question 3. One of her goals is to avenge who? Not expecting necessarily the exact name. Okay, what do we get?
Oh,
It's not quite wide.
partner family members. I don't quiz it.
Yes, from Aiden. Pete, a lover. And
Oh, Aiden.
I think
Nice work. Yes, it's kind of obvious when you think about it.
Partner, half a point. Well, I mean, she.
Partner,
Dating
family,
a
select
family member?
humans.
It's like a friend.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like I get half a point.
Lover, brother.
Did you get it
fair
right?
enough, fair enough.
Mother love.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
someone she knows.
There's some work there for me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And who else got that one?
Actually,
Not me.
wasn't
Not
you,
me.
Hester?
Yes.
Her partner murdered in Jedi.
Is that your second or your
Before she
first?
looked up.
I think it's my. I got a half and a.
I've already got one. You've snuck ahead of me.
Right. Next one. Which spell she cast recently that causes a ball of compressed air to explode in a 20-foot radius? Multi-choice. A. Airball. B. Cyclonic blast. C. Windstorm. D. Airburst. E. Tempestual surge. Airball, cyclonic blast, windstorm, airburst, tempestual surge. What have we got? Well, we've got two right answers. Pete and Giles with B. Cyclonic blast.
Nice work. Nice work. Cyclonic blast. What a great
They all
name.
sounded really.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm impressed with your creativity, Grant. I'm impressed.
Oh, tempestual surge sounds good.
Final
Yeah, I
question.
wanted to.
I watched that film.
Which party mission did Niathal surprise herself by actively taking part in? So alien was it to her nature? Multi-choice. First, quest to slay the Tozer Beast. B. Undertaking a mission for Jewel Island. C. Creeping into a gargoyle ruin. D. Aerial assault on Seer's Tower. It's one of those that she found a little bit surreal. Question what she did. And the answer is B. It's ahead again.
Oh,
Hey, you're smashing it, bro. See,
I
I put
did
B. I put
Creeping
B.
into a gargoyle ruin. You remember the reason we did that? Press your button.
Oh, is that what that was?
I wrote down rescue victory. Damn, I should have gone for E. Stay with the original answer.
Not Dobby. I always call him Dobby.
Dobby.
Dormy.
And here in that right. And what?
My name's Pete, and I'm the player of Leif. Leif, friendly warrior mage, and finding out what the rest of the team knows about him. So, Leif is fascinated with a specific kind of very rare magic. He's hoping to find a copy of it. It's called the Valiant's Ultimate Hex of Dispersed Wonder. And he's hoping to find a copy of that in Tarek Neb. What is the common name of this kind of magic? It is very rare.
Blind.
Tricky question. But he has mentioned it a few times.
Yeah. Now, let's read that again. Fascinated with a specific kind of.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Witch magic.
Witch magic.
It was luck magic.
I reckon luck magic's pretty close.
Graham.
Point there.
So
pretty
Graham.
close. Yeah, lucky and wishy. Pretty similar.
So Amy's getting half. Is that
I
right?
reckon, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And Graham's getting.
It's the right vibe.
Yeah, Graham is smashing it out.
Why has Leif chosen the life of an adventurer now? Is it A, he received more information about where his mother was from, so he wants to go and find her? B, he wants to help people in need? C, he wants to earn enough money to start his own school of magic? Or D, the last of his immediate family died and it's time for change?
Sorry, wrong.
Yay!
So, because he's half elven, he lives much longer than the rest of his family, who lives with his human family, and so they were all so close that when the last of them died.
Sure, I'm just talking about that.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh.
I've lost one.
You've lost
Hayden.
3.
No, perfect run.
Oh no.
Watch out.
What kind of sword does Leif use?
Sharp one.
Pointy, steady. Rats.
Damn it.
Long sword. Long sword. Yeah.
Yay. So that's me
Great.
Good job, though.
and Graham.
I need to pay more attention.
Yes,
And that's the one. Righto. Leif has one particularly high stat, he's a stat of 44, and he's developed one kind of unusual skill to especially use this bonus. What stat and skill? Is it A, agility, and he's developed repelling, B, constitution, and he's developed long distance running, C, empathy, he's particularly good at dowsing, or D, self-discipline, and he's an excellent surfer.
It's definitely D.
The feeling was actually mentioned yesterday. It was in fact mentioned yesterday.
Oh! Was it? Did anyone
it was
do that? We all pick A.
He was doing a healing roll.
Oh.
Yeah, really
You need to speak up, Pete.
It's a really hard
Yeah.
And here's the last question, I think. Which religion, if any, is like part of?
What define a part of?
On his character sheet, which religion it is in. Does it take him down?
Because he said yesterday, because we were talking about whether we're going to pray, and he was like, "Oh, he will," but he's not.
You do.
Let's take a point. I'll take
You'll take that.
Let's take a point.
Giles.
Very good.
Pura, I'm Alex, and I play Keros, who is a weather mage. Recently revived from the dead, so not sort of like 100% complete or all there, but still loving life. Recently fallen in love, and her companion Victory comes with her everywhere she goes. So we're here today to see how well the other party members actually know Keros with quick fire 5 questions. Ready? Okay, question number 1. What would Keros's retirement plan be? We did discuss this in game.
Wow.
I will tell you 3 main points to it, if that's helpful.
Yes.
I will accept variations on a theme. Yep. Might actually be my retirement plan, just saying. Long one. Okay.
That's a little pointless. I don't even know what a retirement plan is.
So, Giles, cat home?
Get home, overlooking the beach with the husband at home.
It's quite sweet.
Said animal sanctuary.
Very good.
Healthy cat.
That is cute.
Cat home, beside the beach, and the Cloud Club presidency.
Nice little future.
Love it.
I've got a cottage, grey, and animals.
So I've got a cottage in the woods with a special person and collecting rescue animals either from like people's backyards or like from the slaughterhouse and just living with them and acting. But I mean, definitely Pete. I think Graham.
Well, a third of one.
No, I think I'd give. I know the beach, the woods, somewhere in the nature. So I feel like that's a point. I feel like half a point for Aiden.
He's so nice.
And I feel like a point for you too, Giles.
I'll take
Well
it.
done.
I'll take it.
That probably should have been a 3-point question, but yeah, well done. And might also be my retirement plan. Stealing people's animals from their backyard. Okay, question number 2.
Scraping roadkill off.
How did Keros come to have her power?
Wow.
Lots of writing. Right. Ready? John? given by the gods.
Clown
Clown training. That's so cute.
Genius.
Magic experiment went wrong.
Cute.
radioactive spider.
It's a bit like the whole.
It's family. Her family's always had magic in them, but the farmers and magicians.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done, Pete. Maternal line. She did. She inherited from her mother's side, and her family are farmers. So I'm going to give Pete a full point for that one. I'm going to give you half a point because you're all cute.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
2, without a doubt.
If the GM's okay with that. Okay. Number 3, which I feel we've covered,
Oh no.
is what was the name of the school group Keros was a member of? Obviously, a very sore point. Can I spell? Yeah. This should be a quick fire question. Giles,
I have got nothing. I've got nothing.
all good?
Can't even come up with that anymore.
Cloud Club, Cloud Club, the Cloud Club, Cloud Club.
I really should have said Cloud Club.
Okay. Number 4. What 2 weapons, besides her hands, handed, this one, is Keros trained in?
Oh, that's tough.
Now, rarely used, but they have come out. So rarely used, when I told the GM this question, I actually got my own answer wrong. They have come out not as often as those magic fingers, though.
Oh, we're up on all.
Oh, they have?
Early days.
Early days.
No, on recent.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
No
A
idea.
dagger and a bow, short sword, light bow, long sword, bow, sword. It's a composite bow and a long sword. So I'm going to say yes. What have you got, Aiden?
I had short sword and light bow, so no.
But I feel like you've got bow and sword, and these boys got a point for bow and sword, so I'll give that to you.
I think I'm a total fail.
What did you have?
Dagger and bow.
Yeah. Half.
Yeah,
I'll give you
yeah.
half.
I'll take that.
I'm pretty generous today.
Yeah, you are.
I wonder if the GM's getting a bit nervous about all the PowerPoints, the XP that's been given out. All right, final question. What is Harris's favourite spell?
Oh.
It's a great question.
Thank you. What is the answer, Giles?
Is it Ice Bolt?
Ice Bolt.
I've also put ice.
Ice Bolt.
I'll put shock bolt.
Shock Bolt. It is close to Shock Bolt, but I will give you half because it's the same family.
Same thing. We'll take it.
She does go between the two, but definitely the Shock Bolt. And that is well done.
Thank you very
Well
much.
done. Thank you so much.
Very good. And now back to GM in the studio.